Welcome back to the Lifespring Age. Lafi plans a surprise for Wolf on a very special day. A surprise that brings unexpected faces from all over to the Silver Hook. Follow us on the socials to see our artwork and memes at Lich Slaps or at Lich_Slaps. We'll try to get these all in one place for you. Would anyone like to catch Amber up on what happened in the last kind of like week and a half? Because I know. So unfortunately, obviously, you had to drop out. So you missed a quite challenging encounter. So yeah, would anyone like to summarize?
I think you should do it, Joe.
Me, okay. I mean, I was barely paying attention, but no, you guys all fought the monk supremo white tigress kung fu master homebrewed subclass du jour pain in the ass creature that I'd made specifically to frustrate and annoy, and it was a pretty close fought thing. Would have been not so difficult were you all there, but you know, people were going down, people were coming up. Riptide kind of swung the battle, and you all kicked these monks' asses. Got some gold, which I think was divided equally amongst the party. I can't remember. I think it worked out about 38 gold each. And then you returned to the Silver Hook and all leveled up to level 6. And that was kind of week before last. Last week's was in terms of action, very little happened, but in terms of character and lore and all those juicy bits, a lot was revealed. We said that Azalea had a headache and had retired to her room, as Cal kind of like did a medical examination of Lafi and kind of illuminated some information about her. You then, as a group, we all went outside, kind of looked at the sun. Kudo had a bit of a moment with his sword.
The moon, James.
Fun.
Except the sun.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I'm so hot.
We just stared into the sun and blinded ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, like, technically you are staring into a mirror of the sun when you're looking at the moon. But yeah, he had a moment with his sword. Wolf went back to the midnight hunt to find out that whomever or whatever was wearing Lafi's face had turned up there and roundly kicked the shit out of about 3 people. Whilst being Lafi, stolen the ice staff, and had caused no amount of mischief and mayhem. Wolf also got given some of the gear from one of her friends who'd recently been killed, and what else happened? I'm trying to think of like actual big story beats.
Peace offering between Lou and Wolf.
Oh yeah, there was a peace offering between Lou and Wolf.
It was quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
So Wolf got the
it was not
sword?
money.
It's a vicious short sword, which is a pretty cool item for rogues, as if they crit, it does more damage, which is nice. It's a magical weapon, and it belonged to her friend that had recently been killed. And I'm trying to think, there's one or the 2 other things that happened. My brain has gone completely kaput.
I got an upgrade. Yeah,
you got an upgrade. Yeah, you got a little boosty.
I can use my multi-attack and put the green flame blade on one of those.
Yeah.
Kudo told Lafi about the sword thing and the fact that the Miranda was in his sword.
Oh yeah. So Kudo's sword has got the throb on the Kudo's sword. Turns. Yeah, I know. I specifically picked that. It's like a heartbeat that matches Lafi's heartbeat, but only Kudo and Lafi can feel it.
To make it even better,
only Kudo and Lafi can feel Kudo's sword throbbing.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me. Okay,
Yeah.
lovely.
When I held it
Listen,
closer,
we
it was
all
really
touched it and
pulsing.
only she could feel it.
Oh god.
That's what happened.
Collective touching. Like.
Yeah.
Also, I got some message from Palestina. That's one part of that was that I didn't tell anyone, did I?
No, I don't think you did. No, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I
sucks
haven't written
too for you.
Yeah, and then
Although we had the very end was the dream.
Yeah, so at the end, Lou and Kudo stayed with this other hook. Lafi and Wolf and Rusty went back to Wolf's gaff and went to sleep. Gaff, yes. And as Lafi was brushing her kind of endless hair, the Wolf kind of like dozed off, had a fairly unpleasant dream, and we kind of left it there, I think. But we're gonna resume very early. One of you doesn't need a lot of sleep, and that one of you is Lafi. So after like 4 or 5 hours sleep, and I'm gonna say it was quite like an early night. I mean, it makes sense for it to be quite an early night because you guys have been through the absolute ringer. Let's say it could be any time from like 3:30 onwards. You wake up, or like you're fully rested, raring to go. You know, the day is yours. Your eyes snap open. What is it you're doing?
I think first of all, the first thing she'd do is check on Wolf.
Just imagine her like night thrashing, like. At this point, it's completely normal. Like just like, oh, here she goes.
It's just my psycho girlfriend having a bad nightmare. Don't worry about it. No, so she'd probably like very carefully try and get out of bed and like not wake Wolf up, and then take a small envelope out of her bag and put it on the bedside table before slipping out the bedroom door and checking on Rusty wherever Rusty is.
I think Rusty's sleeping in the bedroom. I think that was if I remember correctly, Wolf has said that she'd put some like a dog. Effectively, I know we kind of lean into Rusty being dog. He isn't like that doggy, but like kind of like what they call like a cot bed. You know, like what you put like a kid in, like a cot bed at the foot of the room, and he's Kudo is a heavy sleeper.
Kudo.
Huh?
Sorry, Jesus Christ, my brain.
Where did I come into the picture?
Rusty is a heavy sleeper. Right. If I say a word that's wrong, just assume that if you know what I meant.
Make sure.
Yeah,
I will repeat all of them.
Okay. Fantabulous. Right. So Rusty sleeps in the cot bed, and he's a very heavy sleeper.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna because when you're asleep, you are effectively incapacitated, and Wolf is a heavy sleeper, always has unpleasant nightmares. Rusty just literally the lights turn off and there's no one home. Like when his eyes close, yeah, and he is gone and finished for the day when he sleeps. So yeah, it could be any time after say 3:30. What time would you have liked him to have woken up?
I'm gonna say for ease, like 5 a.m.
Fantasy 5. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I take the tablet out and send a message to Riptide and see if Riptide is awake? Because Riptide also needs like 4 hours, right?
Yeah, that's presuming she went to bed. Well, remember, there's also like a slight delay. It's not instantaneous. You know, it's anywhere between like an hour to like a couple of hours delay. But you can easily send her a little message. Sure. What would you send her?
Just ask her to come to. Well, again, I don't know if it's going to be there in hours or not, and I kind of need her in the next hour.
So how about this? You get up at 4 and do it an hour.
Yeah, sure. Let's just pretend, for the sake of it, that she sent it as soon as she woke up.
And then spend an hour
basically.
Yeah.
Probably just getting ready.
Okay. Let's scrolling on TikTok.
It's a big day. Doing scrolling on the tablet. But yeah, she'd probably just message Riptide and say, "Could you come?
Hey, hun, you up?
Hey, hun, you up? Could you come meet me at Wolf's? I need a big muscle mummy to help."
Okay. I don't know if Riptide knows where Wolf's is, but let's say she does, for the sake of convenience. So an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Walk past it when we were with us.
Would you? I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could have said, "Oh, I live at such and such." Yeah, it's very easily.
Yeah.
You would spend a bit of time with her. So you, after about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, she kind of rocks up, like looking a bit bemused, like, "All right, morning. What's going on?"
Hi. So it's Wolf's birthday today.
Oh, is she up?
No.
Oh.
But I need to go get some stuff. And it's quite a lot to carry, and you're really strong, and I'm not. I got like noodle arms. So I was wondering if you wouldn't mind helping?
Sure, yeah, let's go for it.
Cool. Like, take another peek in just to see that they're both still asleep, just basically to see if Rusty's still asleep.
I mean, you could wake him up if you wanted.
I don't feel like he'll be subtle at all, so I'll just let him sleep in.
Okay.
It's fine. So yeah,
Well,
I guess...
as soon as he wakes up and sees you're not there, he's gonna wake up Wolf.
You might just get in with Wolf. You don't know.
Jesus.
Imagine Wolf's asleep and just feels this presence next to him. He's like, "Hi, Lafi." It's just Rusty.
Staring at her with his massive eyes.
And when she wakes up, she just looks into those
Completely
light globes
normal
of
size.
just like empty globes, just like blinking, but one after another.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely frog blinks.
Oh,
For sure.
But yeah, I just head into town and try and find shops that are open.
Yeah,
If
sure.
they're tired.
What kind of things are you purchasing?
If you want to be surprised, I can take my headphones off.
Yes.
Oh, I was
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Leave
we won't
now.
be away
Wolf.
from-
Okay.
You are no
Yeah,
longer
thanks for
welcome
letting us
here.
do this.
Just
Yeah.
mute yourself, and I'll let you know when
You
we're
can
back.
also
Okay, James,
just...
can you deafen me?
Yeah. But basically, we just consider this the old spiders protocol, as I'll deafen you. I think I'll
Thanks,
deafen
James.
you. Yeah.
Right click on my name.
Oh, right, there we go.
So,
Deafen. There you go.
Fuck you.
All right, wonderful. Oh, I'm not gonna mute him. I'll just Anyway, so you're up and about. Riptide is like she clearly didn't go to bed quite as early as you. She's yawning. Not quite sure why she's there. She's walking along like towards the market. And she's like, "Can't you turn yourself into like a horse or like a? Didn't you mention you turned yourself into an elk? You could like drag it in a cart, right?"
Yeah, but I would have to keep changing back into me to be able to buy stuff.
Well, I suppose so. Okay.
And I can only do it twice.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, so what are we getting?
So I had a list. It's a copious amount of craft paper
Okay.
of all different colours.
Okay.
A shit ton of like party food, like bite-sized things, like to make like tapas, basically.
British tapas.
Yeah, British tapas. And is there like a jewelry store anywhere?
There is. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So
for the craft paper and various like party accoutrements, there would be. I would say that would set you back like 2 silver. For the food, like a gold. For like food and like if you wanted like drinks, it'd be like another 5 silver. Well, like are you getting like booze or are you getting like soft drinks?
booze.
Booze. Okay, so let's call that 3 gold all in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the jewelry shop, what is it you're looking to do in the jewelry shop?
So I wanted to get a silver ring that is like in the shape of a wolf.
Okay. Yeah,
It's the one I sent you a picture of.
Yep. So you find yourself a jewelry smith. My brain isn't working. A jeweler who can do fine work, and because this one came with a little bit of magic as well. So I would say that would set you back. I think at the time I said about 100 gold. But you can find that, and if you find that place first, it'll be ready when you finished all your other shopping, kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, we'll just say that then.
You faff about for a little bit, and then after like an hour or 2, it's ready.
Cool. So yeah, I think that would be everything.
Okay. Riptide stood there with like these. I imagine like 4 big boxes, like in each arm, kind of thing, and she's kind of like not glaring, but she's looking. She's like, "Doesn't Wolf have a bag of holding that you could have used for this?" Not that I don't like spending time with you, but I just feel my skills could be put to better use.
I didn't want to take it and her to wake up and not have her bag of holding and then be, stressed out on her birthday. But yeah, that was I could have probably asked. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Well, no, I say it's not that I don't mind. It's just well, are we getting this back to her house or are you coming back to ours?
I was thinking your place is bigger.
Yeah, more the merrier. Yeah, we like having you guys around. Well, I do anyway.
Well, there's a few people.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's gonna go because I got some weird news yesterday, but.
Well, weird news is better than no news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Cool.
So yeah, they'd head back to the Silverhawk.
Okay, cool. Let's say it's now like 7 in the morning as you arrive at the Silverhawk, and the rest of you, if you would like to be awake, there would be a certain amount of like clattering and noise as things were being
boxes
being dropped. So it would be quite obvious like that Lafi and Riptide had arrived. If you want to,
we have arrived.
If you want to be helping with the preparation. This music is super sinister, and that isn't the vibe. I might find other music now. My brain is.
If nobody wakes up, Lafi's gonna take out like a very crap looking. Those things that you blow and it goes.
Oh, like a vuvuzela.
She's just gonna take one of them out and blow it as hard as she can.
Azalea is definitely already awake. She's doing her yoga.
Yeah, you hear a loud thump from Lou's room as she bolts out with a sword in hand. Like, what's happening?
Azalea's in like warrior pose or something, and then the sound just knocks her onto the ground immediately.
As you both come out of your rooms, you just see Lafi there holding one of those like party blower things with a really crap looking party hat on her head, just with like one thumb up, like party time.
Party?
Oh yeah, crap.
Why? Who? For what?
It's Wolf's birthday.
Okay.
We need to get a present.
If you had told us earlier, we could have done something, together, like a bigger sword. I don't know what she likes.
I mean, I did tell you guys it's Wolf's birthday.
When?
Yeah, I actually want to know when.
Like 3 days ago.
In character or out of character?
In character.
Yeah, he saw the calendar at the Wolf's house.
Yep.
Oh, that. Okay, well, I usually don't.
Out of character, I need to think of a present. No.
Oh, I have a present. I'll just go to Lafi and drop one platinum in her hand. This is my gift.
Okay.
I have
I take out three gift card birthday cards that have been very craply made.
I just had a really funny idea because you can't hear what's going on. Everyone just randomly roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
What?
Just because Asher can see it.
Oh yeah.
He can't see. So if we all roll initiative, and I'll just pick a random high CR creature, and he'll shit himself. Sorry, this is really mean, but so mean. Oh, anyway, right, and then carry on whilst that's happening, and we just start every so often just press a random button.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
We're throwing all our good rolls away. We got 2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s, yeah, in a row.
Why can't this happen during actual combat? We always roll shit during combat.
Yeah, I don't want to go first with Azalea anyway. I like her being middle level though. Yeah. Anyway, can I have made something then? If she was aware, I would love to have made. I'm thinking either maybe the pressed flowers that I keep in a book. If I could make them into a resin pendant and then make that into a necklace.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Though I don't know if Wolf would wear jewelry like that.
It's not completely bereft of jewelry. She does wear, I think she wears like necklaces, and I don't think she wears rings like per se. I have not seen any pictures because she uses crossbows a lot.
But until Lafi gets her one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's against them, but like I don't think it's been a factor really. Not a very, I don't say it's not sentimental, but she just doesn't have that kind of thing to wear kind of thing. But I think she would appreciate that.
Okay, I'll do that. And then in the box, little like pouches of the smelly stuff that you put in your clothing drawers to make them smell good.
Aww.
So, could I remember, or would I be able to dimension the size of the teeth on Wolf's mask?
I mean, you would if it were there. But I tell you what, you could make a replica mask out of either craft paper or yourself.
Yeah, out of myself won't work. Because I want to make like a tooth cap out of gold for the mask.
Oh, what? Sorry.
You know the really snobby people that have like gold teeth or gold caps on their teeth?
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Is that
for
snobby or
Wolf's
is that
mask.
a pimp?
Yes.
Any difference?
I would not say that pimps are snobby. I haven't met a great many of them, but of the two that I've met.
What, pimps or snobby people?
Pimps. I've met some awfully snobby people, and none of them are gold teeth.
Well, then I meant pimps. I'm sorry to all the snobby people listening. Yeah, I want to make one of those for Wolf's mask just because of novelty, not connected to any pimphood. What?
I would say this: you can make it, but you will have to sleight of hand the mask off her to get it on, unless you ask her to for it.
Wolf sleeps with the mask on?
Well, no, but presumably the mask is at Wolf's house, which is
fair
you
enough.
know, not okay. What? So you guys all going on? The Silverhook are helping set things up.
I imagine Laffy's like cutting bunting, like triangles out of paper, and then wrapping it around string and like pinning it up. The room is. It looks like a kid's party. It's ridiculous.
And the sandwich is covered in like cling film or Yep. Okay. What are you doing in terms of music and stuff like that? Because if you ask him, Cal may be able to make like background music play. He wouldn't like necessarily think of it himself, but if you ask him, he probably would be able to sort that out.
Can I still decide on my proficiency for the day with my Whispers of the Dead?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just. Does anyone have a musical instrument?
Oh, I actually think I do.
Yeah, the Silverhooks is like pretty well stocked out. There's not like loads of stuff, but there's like flutes and there's flutes, lutes, lyres, and drums and like harps and stuff like that. There are things. Jericho like plays a harp or something akin to that. What would
I assume they have a drum,
really
so I'll just gain proficiency with that.
Timothy's one of those people who can play like "Kiss from a Rose" on a ukulele. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
So, James, can I use prestidigitation? You create a non-magical trinket thing to make a mask mold, basic or like
sure. Yeah, I would say
do it with that.
Yeah, I would say you have a few hours. Routinely, Wolf sleeps until about 10 unless she's woken up. At this point, I think we will pause the party planning there for the moment, because Lafi will need to send a Wolf a message to let her know where she is. Because, in fact, let's bring him back in now. Let's bring him back in, and we will. Right, are you there, Asher?
Wait.
Oh.
Hi.
So it's a TPK. Ancient Red Dragons, man. About 6 of them. All dead. So the.
So did you guys have a fun D&D session?
It's only like 10 minutes.
I didn't know. I was sitting here for the first 3 minutes, not knowing when to go back, and then I just started doom scrolling on my phone.
Sorry, I tried to keep it brief. By
the way, you bitches weren't getting me. I know what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, I know. So
You don't know what's coming.
No, I don't know about what you were talking about. That's why I was deafened for 10 minutes.
So,
Can we just deafen him again? He's annoying.
I'll just go if you want.
So you
No.
wake up about your normal
Oh, is it
time.
me? Is it me?
It is you, yeah. It is you.
Okay.
You wake up about 10, which I from memory, I think that was when you said you've woken up before, so I picked 10.
In real life or in...
In D&D, because I know in real life it's probably a bit later.
No, in real life it's about 10.
Yeah. So I decided 10 for narrative and convenience reasons. You wake up, Lafi's not there. Obviously, you heard that bit, I think.
Yes.
Rusty is still kind of like asleep in his cot, like 2 limbs like sprawled out of like, you know, like he's managed to wedge himself in the corner a little bit, snoring very quietly. You wake up and she's not there.
It's like I like open like my eyes because I've just woken up and they look around, realize she's not there, and just go slap like 90 degrees up and just like look around. Yeah.
Are you? Can you make a perception check?
Yeah, I'll be looking at her. My passive is 16.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, she's definitely not in the room.
Thanks, James. Can I think I immediately just like I'm not being quiet, so Rusty probably hear me moving. But I just like get up and start. Thanks, Rusty. And start like looking around the room, looking around the apartment, see if there's any sign of her, where she's gone.
So did you leave any note or anything?
Yeah, I left a letter on the bedside table.
Yeah. Do you see the letter on the bedside table?
I just quickly go and pick it up as soon as I see it. Just undo it and read it.
Dear Wolf, happy birthday to the most incredible person in the world. I wanted to take a moment to let you know just how much you mean to me, especially on this special day. First of all, I want to apologise if this letter feels a bit scattered or strange. Expressing my feelings is still a bit new to me, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Since I met you, it feels like time has both flown by and stood still all at once. From the moment we first crossed paths, something magical happened. You looked at me and I felt this instant connection, like we've known each other for a lifetime. And even though my past is a blank slate, meeting you has filled my present with so much warmth and joy. I often find myself wondering about the person I was before, waking up without any memories. But then I look at you and it's as if all those missing pieces don't matter. You help me create new memories, beautiful ones that I'll treasure forever. Whether it's your laughter echoing through my mind, or our late night talks about the future, or the comfort of your hand in mine, every moment with you is a treasure. Your kindness, patience, and understanding has shown me what love truly is. You've been there to reassure me when I get lost in my own thoughts, and you've held my hand through moments of uncertainty. You make me smile every single day, and for that I'm incredibly grateful. You deserve all the happiness, all the laughter, and all the beautiful, amazing, and incredible things that life has to offer. I'm rambling, aren't I? Sorry. I haven't written a letter before, so I don't really know how to end this. I tend to talk a lot unless somebody shuts me up. But I wanted to thank you for being the most wonderful person and letting me be a part of your life. I'm excited to see what the future holds for us, and I can't wait to create even more memories together. May this day be as bright and as special as you've made my life. I know sometimes you can feel overwhelmed and downtrodden. Life can be scary, and you've been through a lot recently. But I want you to know that I'm here for you through thick and thin, and I will always hold your hand and guide you through the shadows. I don't fear the dark. I've seen your sleepless nights and your worst days, but it doesn't scare me. I only see you, and I wouldn't change you for anything in the whole world. Happy birthday, Laurie. I love you to the moon and back. Lafi.
Once you've read that, I mean, Rusty starts stirring and like rolls out of bed, like blearily rubbing his eyes, looking round. for like some context of what's going on. What does Wolf? How's her body language? Is she
I guess
still
I'll read this in
looking?
a second then, because I'm not going to have to read
Oh, okay,
4
fine.
paragraphs in 15 seconds.
Okay.
That's fine.
You
Well, yeah, well. Wolf's looking tense. She's looking nervous. She's like hurried up and said, it's like she's stress reading the letter.
What does she wear? I know this is a very weird question, but does she wear pajamas?
Yeah, she'd wear something like simple.
Like because what we had for Libby when she was really young, which I fucking loved, was like a really long Victorian style night dress, and like pretended she was a ghost.
She'd probably just wear like just like a vest and like some like short, comfortable some like short like something you'd wear to bed. Hey, when you go to someone else, quickly read this.
Okay. Sorry, you were just complaining that we haven't involved you for like 10 minutes. So
well, I have something to do.
Okay, right. Okay. Are you finished reading yet?
I've been
Hey, this is why I also sent the audio file in case you
it's not
going
to help. I can't listen to 2 people at once.
Okay. So bear in mind though, the listeners will at this point long have finished with the audio file. So right. So whilst Ash is reading that,
I'm gonna deafen.
Okay, you go back to test if you want. I will let you know.
I'll be back in back in like a minute and a half.
Okay. Okay. Right. So as he rings it with his finger. So
It's finished reading it. Very cute.
Yeah. Have you? So the rest of you have got your presents ready. The Silverhawk is scrambling for something, and they come together, have a big discussion, and they decided that their present to Wolf is going to be the hosting the party in their house, because I don't think they were made aware. And so it's like, yeah, guys, it's totally cool. You can have this party here at our house. Can we have the food? And they're quite happy. Cal goes away and starts pulling together some things that he thinks may be of interest, and Jericho folds his arms and doesn't want to get her anything because he still blames her for shooting Cal in the leg. Timothy is not sure of what to get her and disappears out, possibly to a florist, because he has no concept of subtlety or middle gears at all. So he's probably going to come back with a manga body pillow. Christ only knows what he's going to do.
Oh,
I imagine as well as Lafi's cutting up these pieces of paper, she'd be like, "Hey guys, I might have done something stupid." Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Just deafen for two minutes.
No,
I mean, I can if you want me to.
No, it's fine. It's just you'll get a minus.
No. It's not. What we'll do is we'll cut back now as he's finished reading this. I mean, so when you started reading the letter, did the body language change? Because I'm trying to gauge what Rusty's response would be. Because I don't think he can read, because it's never come up.
I think she's very nervous holding the letter, and then she begins to sort of, as she's reading through it, relax, like the shoulders go down a bit, and she's sort of breathing normally rather than stressed.
like whistling like a kettle. Rusty comes up and he this is what I asked, whether she wore PJs or whatever. He gently tugs on an item of clothing that Wolf is wearing, and he's like, "Where's Lafi?"
I don't know. Don't know.
Oh, did you not say in her letter?
No.
Oh. Shall we go and find her?
Yeah. Give me get everything up. But yeah. Give me a few minutes, if that's alright.
I need to get dressed too and brush my teeth. But yeah.
Yeah. So how about you go into the bathroom while I change?
Okay. Rusty goes to the bathroom, fry some chicken for a minute, and
Jesus.
Oh.
Rusty goes to the bathroom. He has a little morning self-care routine. Brushes behind his ears. Cleans his eyes, brushes his teeth, all that good stuff. Comes out, gargles with mouthwash, flosses, and is ready to face the day. Yeah, he takes a lot of, he's mostly teeth, so he has to take care of them. He leaves the room and. What's Wolf's preparation for the day? Is she going suited, booted, and armed, or is she in her what I'm gonna refer to as street casual? If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think she does. I think I might have an image of what her cash level
Is it
looks like.
basically whether or not Rusty's wearing plate armor or not? These are the questions.
I think Wolf would be wearing like relatively casual clothes, so she doesn't foresee that we'll get into a fight, right? But
That's on you,
she
baby.
will like.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So optimistic.
But like she carries, because like the cosplay that Swan gave her can be like packed. So I think she wears like normal stuff, but she puts all of her equipment in the backpack.
Okay. Okay.
So she has it on her, but she has, but she has a Whisper, her newer crossbow, like somewhere on her person, so she can quickly get out if she needs to.
I think Rusty's just wearing like as close to normal clothes as you've ever seen him. Maybe just like leathers. I think he's probably. At the moment I said that, I regretted it. But you know what I mean. Like just like normal traveling clothes.
Rosty's in a full gimp suit. All
and he can't walk properly. He has to move with his entire hips as he squeaks along.
It just sounds like squeak every because he waddles his.
Oh dear, that took a turn. He has to ask you to help talc him up before he can go out.
Jesus.
So yeah, he picks up the tablet. Would you, Lafi? Would you have sent a message on the tablet to Wolf or Rusty? God, there's so many fucking names after him.
So I imagine she would have left on the tablet a bit like a like drawing apps. And she's just written like
gone fishing.
like Silverhook like 11 AM or something, I don't know.
I just see it, be like, okay, well, Rusty, I think I know where Lafi is. I think she's with the Silverman.
Oh.
I'm
there for breakfast. How are we meant to sort ourselves out today? He says, like the only child he is, who's never sorted himself out once.
Well, I'm sure we'll head there in a minute. I'm just going to grab something quickly. And I'm sure they'll have food there. But I'll bring a few things around. I just grab, like, probably the other, like, fifth of those pastries that are left that I bought yesterday that I took back. And then I say, ready to head on?
Pastries, yum.
Also, it's been a day. It's been like less than 12 hours.
Yeah, let's see what the weather's like. Let's see. It has to be less gross than it is here.
Still
39. Okay, 39. So it isn't going to be torrential. I don't think. Oh, I'm reading like fucking OneNote. Preparation is the name of the game.
I just spent ages looking through my folders because I have like 8 different things with Wolf. And I was trying to find which one to throw.
Where is the weather? Here we go. Weather. 39 is 39. Oh, you silly bastard, James. You've done this in blocks of 25, so it's 14. Oh, okay. I said it wasn't bad. However, it's fucking windy outside. The specific word that I'm seeing here is gale.
Oh, Jesus. Gale, force wind.
Gale, force
James,
wind.
what is this table you have? That's all
bad. It is all bad. Like, terrible. I would just say it's blustery. Let's go with very blustery. Like you walk outside, and because yesterday it was raining, the air's very fresh, but it's like whipping round you. Autumn's in the air a little bit. Well, no, it isn't actually, because it's basically it's like a summer wind. So it's quite dry. Even though yesterday it was tipping it down, today it's a little bit drier. The clouds have all been blown away. All of the detritus in the street, all of the paper, all of the loose stuff is being blown away. It's not difficult to walk around, but if you're wearing like cloaks and coats and stuff, the tails of them are whipping around you.
In general, I put what Wolf's wearing.
I'm gonna have to change this because I didn't actually look at every single option. I just glanced at like 5 or 6 of them. One of them is meteor shower.
Wow.
One of them is tidal wave, tropical storm, drought. I don't know how you have a daily weather drought. I don't know what that looks like.
It's drought for 24 hours. Then it's torrential rain.
Real dry. So I'll share this list with you. Or I probably am going to get rid of it and use a different one because it is just bad. So yeah, you guys head off on your way to the on the way to the Silver Hook. Can you roll me, please, a D12 and a D8?
Me?
Yes, please.
Sure. Scared.
I'll roll the D20.
4 and 1.
4 and 1, so that's 5. Okay, I'll roll the D20. See what is going on in Haven Oral today. Nothing.
I'm
You don't
scared.
see anything as you walk. So it's it's maybe it's the inclement weather. Yesterday was horrible. Today is like just again not a great day. You don't see a lot of people about, even though it's like at this point quite late in the morning. But you were able to get to the Silverhook, which is about, I think we decided was about 10-15 minutes away, with very little in the way of drama, apart from Rusty complaining that he hasn't had his Cocoa Pops.
James, did you just go on a thesaurus to make those?
What? No, I
fucking-
got that. I went on to...
Because I think it's really bad that they're in alphabetical order.
Oh, no, it's because it was an r/d1... There's a channel called r/d100. And it's like one D100 list of everything, like just anything you can imagine. And like this was the weather one, but reading it is terrible.
Yeah, it's
like it's just shit.
I feel like that there's two options for like specifically soupy weather. There's soupy or there's pea soup weather.
The fourth column, number 20 is today.
Unseasonably warm, yeah. No, it's just some of them are so like blasé as well, like temperate.
Tell me what Zephyr is.
I like
Zephyr, like cloudy and windy.
Yeah.
That's meant to be. No, I clipped the R off. It's meant to say Zephyr.
Oh, I was going to say because that Zephyr's crazy. What about an electrical storm?
Is there any other kind?
But I love that Eclipse is one of the options when it's like middle of the day.
You guys have had number 11 on the third column. Noesta. What? A Noesta?
Yeah, that's where people go outside and duel with revolvers and
no. That's a Noestan.
Nippy, muggy. I'm gonna kill that list and try.
This person just went on a thesaurus and typed in.
I'm actually
because many of them are the same weather.
It is dreadful. Okay, bouncing swiftly onwards. Okay, what? Ashley, can you just mute yourself for like 2 minutes?
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Just message me when you're.
Yeah. It will literally be for 2 minutes. Okay. Right. So, okay. So you are expecting Wolf at 11. Are you going to be hiding?
Well, there's other people coming.
Yeah, but when did they? Okay, so what time did you ask them to be there?
Like 10:30, so like now.
So just before Wolf turns up, from the midnight hunt, 3 faces turn up. 2 of which, only 1 of which you guys are familiar with, which is Swan. Actually, no, that's not fair. Swan turns up. The very first guy who kind of sat you down at a table, who kind of gave you the very first mission, he's there, and there's a young woman there as well with Swan, who's like. All 3 of them like turn up and they are obviously armed, like not sure whether they're turning up to an ambush or anything. They walk in and then they're like, oh no shit, it wasn't an elaborate ruse, they really are throwing a birthday party. And so there's this like moment of confusion, but you don't have long before Wolf is turning up, because let's say you've asked somebody to keep an eye out for them, and they're coming down the street. So I'd like everyone to roll stealth checks, me please.
Okay, everyone hide and prepare your crossbows.
Does anyone like to be invisible?
I like very much to be
invisible. I mean, Lafi has
I don't think I need it.
Can I turn into a mug?
Yes.
Lafi,
you have passed without trace if you want to really.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a flat +10 to everything.
Okay, and I'm also gonna. I have a new ability that I've just got with the level, which is if I just stand against foliage and stay still, I get another +10. So if there's a potted plant, can I like sit behind it and blend in?
Yeah. So the lowest we have so far is a 20. Let's see if I have one for. I don't have one for some of these characters. So I do have a character sheet for Snow, who I will say, Timothy has like. So she's this very powerful, slightly like Helen Mirren, maybe like 15 years ago, kind of vibe about her. Because I haven't seen Helen Mirren recently, I have no idea what she looks like. For such a large and imposing cougar of a woman, blends right the fuck in.
Cougar of a woman.
I don't know. She's got
big mummy vibes.
Yeah. But right, okay. So the lowest roll there, and the important one, is a 20. It's kind of sus, yeah. Wait. That's coming back in now. Okay.
Like kind of like on instinct reaches for her crossbow, like then like has to remind herself like, no, not an enemy waiting to be ambushed. Friend.
Right, I'm bringing him back in now.
All right.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. So as you approach the Silver Hook, you notice that it's like every time you've been there so far, there's been like some small amount of very controlled but small amount of chaos going on, whether it's fucking Callan, Rusty cooking and like almost burning the place down, or like lights being on and Riptide having an argument with someone, or there's always been something going on. As you approach today, it's like dark and very quiet.
Right, so I will. So Rusty's next to me, yeah?
Yep.
I just sort of look at him and just say, "Seems a bit quiet, don't you think?"
Yeah, I guess. We're not really in there yet.
Well, I just like, I'll take a look through the window.
It's dark inside. You can't see. Your passive is like 16, right?
Yeah.
You can't see anyone.
Okay.
Well, also they are like up a flight of stairs, like.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like, yeah, like a second floor.
Yeah. So I just like slowly, I like have a hand to the side with like where my crossbow is, and I'm just like nervous. So I like open the door and start to walk in.
Okay, as you creeping up the stairs, Rusty like sees you. Can you? Are you stealthing in, or are you?
Yeah, I'd be stealthing.
Okay, can you roll a stealth check, please? And Rusty will roll one time. I have already got so many goddamn character sheets open. This isn't even funny. 18. Okay.
He also isn't wearing. Rusty isn't wearing plate.
Yeah, he's not wearing plate. Yeah, we can ignore the disadvantage today. Rusty. Where is he? Oh, so many character sheets. I've been making concept character sheets. I'm up to 90 again.
James, I have 100
sheets. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's how I figured out I could do 80 damage to every single one of you without any
problem. Oh, it was a character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was a monster.
Nope. Right. Okay. Features and traits.
Oh, I have 101. I like.
Survival. Nope. Stealth. Normal roll. 7. So you're coming up the stairs. You're a shadow in the night. You are like you are a white cat in a cloud. You are just sneaking up there. Dodging every like creaky stair. Rusty's just clomping up behind you, like don't step on the crack unless you fall. You beat your back. Like
I just look back at him.
He's oblivious. But you get to the top of the stairs and the door again is just wide open.
I just say like, I don't think we're quiet anymore. And just like take a step in. Okay.
So as you step inside, the room's very, very dark. There's all these kind of like the layout of the room has changed a little bit. There's like I wouldn't say like foliage, but there's like stuff on the ceiling. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, guys, what you want to happen next, but you see Wolf step into the room.
Since I am in, I don't think we have spoken about it, but can I use my cantrips in whatever I am doing right now?
We did, and no.
Did we?
Yeah, we did originally. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then okay. I don't remember that, but yeah.
It was in fairness about 7 months ago.
I just call out, is anyone there? And I'm like holding the crossbow.
I pop out with the crossbow of my own, shoot next to Wolf, and on the crossbow itself falls a small note that says "Happy Birthday."
I assumed everyone would jump out at that point and be like,
"Surprise!" So, in front of you, Wolf, you see the entire collected party, which includes the Silver Hook and Riptide, and also 3 figures. I don't know how many. You kind of expected to see most of these guys here. 3 figures you would never have expected to see here at all. Swan is there.
Jesus.
Viper is there.
Oh,
and what's his name? Isaac is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're all there. Was it Isaac?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Black Leopard's also there, and they're all like wearing party hats, going surprise.
I think Wolf just stands there for like 3 solid seconds, looking around, and then like almost uncharacteristically just starts laughing.
While Wolf is doing that, can I prestidigitate some confetti around Wolf?
Yes.
I'm doing that.
Wait,
Kind of
what's
like
going on?
lean over towards Azalea, like I think we broke her.
I think you're right.
Lafi's
like,
gonna like
Right.
run over to the side of the room that Wolf's on with a party hat in one hand and just like pull it down, and like, you know, when a piece of string is like elastic and it like
Yeah.
snaps back.
Flaps, yeah.
And she just does it a little bit too much. She's like, sorry, happy birthday!
I'm confused. Thank you.
I wasn't sure how it would go with Swan and stuff because, you know, the whole thing that happened. But she's here and I'm really excited about it because I didn't think she was going to come.
I just like Wolf just turns around and gives Lafi a hug. What's this?
As you're stuttering like a wet fart, Cal casts this spell, and there's this susurration of music that it's kind of like music that's always been like on fade out. It's just brought in, and like there's like this part, like the music we have in the background, like party fiddle music starts playing, and he starts like boogieing and like whips off these things on the table. There's all these little sandwiches out. The shapes that were dotted around the room, it's like happy birthday bunting, and you know, like the 3 members of the Midnight Hunt who are there are as uncomfortable as perhaps you've ever seen them. But you know, the Silverhook are clearly having a good time, and the rest of the party are there like as well.
You didn't have to do this. This is too nice.
Well, you know, we've had a rough few days, and I thought your birthday is special, so
Yeah.
food.
Food. I think Rusty's hungry.
Yes. He's like eaten all of the vaguely a little bit stale pastries. But
Can I put a little bow tie on Rusty?
yeah. Today you can call me Baron Rusty again.
Baron Rusty, very
Lord
smart.
Rusty.
You look very smart, Rusty.
Yeah, it's the bow tie, I know. he goes to find a mirror to readjust the bow tie for a few minutes.
While everyone's like talking, I think in Lafi's head, she just hears, "Thank you for the letter."
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you'd see it because you probably woke up and panicked.
Slightly, but
Yeah.
I can see why. How did you convince them to be here?
I
Just point to like Isaac and Viper and
I just
Swan.
sent a letter.
Wow.
So I will say this: who's got the highest passive perception and what? Sorry, insight.
Mine's 16.
16.
Insight, mine is 13.
Okay.
I think mine's
And
probably
from the rest of the
highest.
party? Anyone beat a 16?
14, no.
Okay. So what you
Mine
would
is a 17.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So anyone over a 15, so definitely Azalea and definitely Wolf, would notice that, as I mentioned, the Midnight Hunt, they are not only like visibly armed, so like, you know,
Jesus, okay.
so like, I mean, they're not holding their weapons out; they just have them on them. So Viper has this like rack of like a belt of throwing darts and stuff. The Swan has this large sword that you've seen her with before, and Black Jaguar has whatever it is he fights with. I don't have a character sheet for that guy. I don't know. Pick it.
It's like a regular.
A rapier.
Yeah.
So he's got his rapier. They have like, but all 3 of them, especially Swan, are like like all eyes locked on you, pair, because they are, I say, visibly unsure of what is happening. Like they're not like holding their weapons expecting a fight, but they're very much keeping an eye on everything. Yeah, nervous, definitely nervous energy. Like any conversations they have amongst themselves are like very short staccato, like just a few brief words and like a nod and a or a shake of the head or whatever. They are stood like, without being rude, like as far in the corner as they can be. The Silver Hook have started to start drinking straight away. Like they are like fucking Riptide's on it. She pre-gamed. Like she would have started drinking at 6 in the morning if you'd have let her. Like, and she maybe pre-gamed a little hard. Actually, she's maybe pre-gamed a little too hard. No, she's not like drunk. But she's definitely she's definitely the most eager to make sure that everyone's enjoying the party. After Lafi, perhaps.
From the side, you see Lou like sneakily like grabbing one cup of beer and like slowly filling her water skin with it.
It's so disgusting.
Well, it was empty now, so it's just beer now.
Oh, okay.
Azalea's like collecting, like sighing and collecting ingredients to make potions that cure poison damage.
This will stop them from being drunk.
Well, it might help the hangover.
Yeah. This is, I just said like to the room. This is one of the, I think probably one of the nicest things anyone's done for me. This is, wow. I don't know what to say.
Lafi looks very proud of herself.
And I just like look at the.
Looks...
What? Okay.
So my uncle began to do construction.
Wolf just looks at the 3 members of the hunt and just says, "You guys can't loosen up a bit. I'm very tense."
The Black Jaguar, who you would all remember as the gentleman who gave who kind of brought you all together, sat you around a table and gave you your first mission.
Hey James, he's a leopard, not dragon.
Leopard, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh yes, sorry, Black Leopard. Yeah, it's right next to it. I have. Yeah. Isaac is there, and he's got this kind of like unsure, a little bit like nervous smile on his face. And he kind of brings you over to one side, pats you on the shoulder, and says, Wolf, it is good that you have made such close friends with those you went off on your little journey with. Many happy returns. We got our invites a few days ago. We weren't sure we were going to come after yesterday's incident.
Yeah.
However, Swan assured us that you were on top of it, and this would be a safe thing if we were all together. And look, here we are. It's a happy party for you. Excellent. Can I have a little word with you later?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Enjoy your party. Enjoy your party. And he like pats you on the shoulder and like kind of does like a hand gesture to Viper, and this one goes, "Come on, ladies, let us enjoy the day whilst we can." And he goes and eats some sausage rolls.
Wolf's just like stand there. She like moved away from him as he like passed her away, but he's just like standing there, just like smiling to herself and looking around the room, just like not really knowing what to do, but just like enjoying the space.
What are people doing in this room? Because there's music in the background. It's not like deafening music. It's kind of like ambient, fun, upbeat music. The Silver Hook are kind of because they're like good friends. The 3 of them, Timothy, Cal, and Jericho, are like very close knit. Riptide is kind of a little bit of a new element for them and a little bit of an outsider. She's not like fully one of them, so she's kind of drifting between the 2 groups. The Midnight Hunt at the moment are quite isolated. But what are you guys doing as this party starts to begin? Because I'm kind of, you don't have to do anything on the map, but at the minute I'm kind of picturing like there's 3 distinct groups with like 1 or 2 wanderers in between them. Is anyone doing anything to kind of like bring the groups together or separate them or anything like that?
I would try early on to give Wolf her present.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. What would you? Yeah, so if you'd like to, go for it.
So yeah, Wolf got you something, a little present.
Didn't have
I
to.
just give you
yeah.
a small wooden box. You hear a little, like, something rattling inside, like something loose.
Okay. Thank you. And just open it. Yes, open it up.
And you would see like a golden tooth, but not a human tooth, like a wolf fang.
Wow.
Like a cap.
Yeah. Wow.
Just to put on some swag.
This is really nice. Thank you, Kudo.
Yeah, I thought maybe you would like it.
Yeah, it's really
Some
nice.
bling. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy your party.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I had it. Honestly. Thank you. Wolf's very, like, she's not nervous, she's just, like, doesn't know how to react to this sort of thing. Yeah.
I think Lafi would be staring at Swan, like, awkwardly, like, not knowing where to put her face, kind of thing. What is Swan
doing? Are you going to do
doing?
that subtly?
I mean, I can roll for stealth if you want, but I don't think she's... I think she just looks really embarrassed.
So I will say this: when you first arrived, when she first arrived, she was very on edge and kind of like saw what was happening, relaxed a little bit. When Wolf arrived, she was watching your interaction as intently as possibly you could. She is staring, I don't want to say staring a hole through you, but she is very much watching what you're doing. Like if you're looking, if you like glance an eye over to her, like 9 times out of 10 she's looking at you.
Okay.
Not like with any kind of like look on her face.
I feel
she's
like
just
slowly over like a short amount of time, Lafi would just like inch closer towards her to try and like initiate a conversation.
She'd see you come over and she'd probably realise kind of how intently she's been looking, and she'd like blink, like try and blink it off, and goes, quite an excellent party, Lafette. My congratulations. Well done for organising it all.
Audible gulp. Yeah, no, it's I thought she deserved like a nice day. And I'd like look. Is she still injured?
Make a let's see.
Medicine?
Actually, yeah, you can make a medicine check or something like that. Investigation. 17. Yeah. So you would see there are like marks. So she's wearing like a dress, like a nice dress that could also, like she planned for both things to happen. Like she planned for not only a party, but like maybe she has to kick a little bit of ass too. And so like she has like a like from like the mid thigh down, like part of her leg is visible, and she's got like a couple of like 2 or 3 like big marks on there, like quite recent wounds, and like there's like swelling of her lip and like bruising on her face. So
I feel like, yeah, noticing that, Lafi would look really like there's a weird sense of guilt, even though she knows full well that it wasn't her. She just feels bad because that person had her face. And I think that would be very apparent. I don't even think she'd try and hide the fact that she feels weird about it. And then she'd like, do you want me to help?
Help? Oh, well, I don't know. How could you possibly find time between doing all this and, whatever else it is you spend your time doing? She says, almost quite pointedly.
I don't like to see people hurt.
Oh no, this is no. I'm fighting fit now. Unfortunately, one of our I'm not sure if Wolf has elaborated on what happened yesterday, but one of our members is still on the shelf. Viper and myself here were able to walk away relatively unscathed. she just took a rather nasty hit. Myself, I was a bit more unlucky, but no, we're fine now. Thank you for the offer. But I think just for all of our nerves, if you could keep the magic to a minimum for today, that would be.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
Then she just like sort of twiddle her thumbs and look a little bit like, this is awkward.
So, what are your plans next then? The group of you've been very, very busy here, there, and everywhere. I know we were all very pleased to hear that the chloride path had been dealt with. Anyone else, by the way, who's near? Like, she's not speaking particularly quietly. She's like kind of addressing her comments to the wider party. So anyone else who wants to, it's like a large room, but if you want to kind of involve yourself in the conversations, please. As she addresses, she kind of goes, yes, sir. We're all very, very glad to hear that the chloride path were taken out. In fact, that reminds me, and she kind of puts down the glass in her hand and the plastic tray with sandwiches on it that she was picking at, puts them down and reaches into her, like, this satchel she's got on her back, and she goes, I actually have a little reward for some of you, those of you we brought in as deputies. And she hands a sack, like a small bag, to you, Lafi, one to Kudo, one to Lou, one to Azalea, and one to Riptide.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Not presents, I'm afraid, but as I discussed with your associates over there, and she gestures towards Kudo and to Lou, there is an element of deputization. We employed you for your assistance with dealing with the chloride path, and there is your reward, or your payment, rather. And inside each of those little bags is 150 gold, in whatever form you want, as long as it isn't gems. It's like a mix of platinum and gold. And she hands over. Wolf, you're on the payroll, so you don't get anything.
Hey, James, we've never discussed what is my pay.
I would say like it would be like 25 gold a month. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not great.
James, can I get it in Electrum?
Pardon? Electrum? You can have Electrum if you want Electrum.
No.
Who wants Electrum?
Yeah, who wants Electrum? Yeah, I would pay gold to not have Electrum.
Electrum is the $3 bill of America.
Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, so she hands those out, and she's not precious with it. She hands out, because this is what she discussed with Kudo and with Lou, and she hands them over and she goes, if there are any other small jobs, I assume that you would be of interest. Wolf is, as I say, on the payroll, so we can't offer it to her, but perhaps to the rest of you, there are a few other jobs that we could have you do.
As long as it's not assassinations, I'm game for everything.
Oh no, we have we have our own people for that. Don't worry.
Those are in-house.
Yeah, they are in-house specialties.
And they don't
As
need
she says, we have our own
contractors
people
for those.
Yeah, as she says, we have our own people for that. Lafi's like wide-eyed, gonna look at Wolf like, huh?
What?
Like, tap her head.
What? Yeah.
Do you assassinate people?
I don't.
Okay.
Some people do.
Just checking.
That's a different department.
Yeah, that's the HR department.
The HR department is assassination.
Yeah. Human resources. Yeah.
Aren't those there
Human
for
removal.
torture?
I mean, from what you know, Wolf, you don't involve yourself too much in assassinations. You would probably know that it wouldn't be completely beyond of question, completely out of scope that you might be asked to deal with somebody.
He doesn't like to do it.
You know for a fact that Viper has probably killed a number of people, like snuck into their rooms at night and killed them in their sleep to minimize the danger, kind of thing.
Audible gulp.
Yeah, I mean, you just yesterday went in and killed someone in the temple. I mean, they did fight back, but you went there to kill them, and you did kill them, and then you guys got paid because you killed them.
Well, apparently I didn't get paid.
Well, you get paid. You get paid regularly. We just haven't decided what it is yet.
I think
if they get killed in the sorry.
That's fine. I'm making a bad joke.
if they get killed in the sleep, it's assassination. If it's during the day and they fight back, it's an even fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, you did go there specifically to kill someone, and you did that. So you know, if you can sleep happy with that, that's on you guys. But yeah. But yeah, Viper pops along, and she again. So I'd say all the members of the hunt were a little bit unsure at first. She's seeing how like Wolf, you're relaxed. She's weirdly probably more on edge because she hasn't seen you like this before. And so she's like coming over, and she's gonna start like talking to the party. She goes, "So you guys are the famous group Blue 13 that really rolls off the tongue there. You went out with Wolf, and you." If rumors are true, killed a plant, is that right?
Very weird plant.
Yeah, very weird plant, I bet.
Wait, people call us Blue 13?
Well, that was the name of the group. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put that on any t-shirts, but
we do
Guys,
need a proper name.
we need a name.
Yeah. We have to brainstorm.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Yeah, well, I personally think that Ivory Viper's a really cool name.
I think that's for your group, actually.
No.
When you find a group, I think you should call them that. They really appreciate it.
I like working solo. I like knowing that the person who's got my back is me.
I think if we, a group of generic-looking white women, name ourselves anything Ivory, we might be towing lines there.
Well, we got Kuda.
Well, you're just looking over me. Which at my height is understandable, but still.
It's fine. Kudo has the soul of a generic white woman.
A generic white woman at heart.
On the inside.
I don't know. I'm not very good with names.
Well, you don't have to decide now. I'm just saying, like, that's the name. We've got a file on everywhere. Your file at the moment is just Blue 13, so it doesn't really roll off the tongue. I mean, it's kind of cool, but not that cool. But yeah, so it's I've never seen. I've known Wolf for a couple of years. Well, a year or two now, and I've never seen it with.
Wait, so am I? If I've been here for longer than she has? If so, she would have known me for a lot longer.
Oh, okay. Well, I just picked 2 or 3 years. I've known for a couple of years. I've never seen her with this kind of smile on her face before, so it's nice to see that she can make friends outside of the group.
Thanks.
She's got this like wry smile on her face. She's got that. I thought she was like me, a bit of a lone arrow, but no, it's good to see that she's working. Maybe I will give this group thing a little chance.
I mean, it'd probably be nice. I was. You can ask the Swan. I was all kinds of nervous beforehand, but I'm sort of getting used to it now. It's nice.
If they're going to throw birthday parties, I could definitely get behind it.
Well, when's your birthday? I don't remember when your birthday is, so...
I mean, you've only known me how many years?
Hey, we don't talk that often. We're always training.
Oh, you're training, yeah.
Hey, you have to be honest. You didn't know when my birthday was until you got the letter.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to know. And I also haven't brought you a present, and I'm very not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I am the gift that keeps on giving. I'm just here.
Sure.
The rest of the group, you kind of look like splitting around. Let's go around the group. What is Lou doing during this? During the party, what is she doing in the early hours of the party?
Early hours of the party, Lou is kind of keeping to herself. She's not very great with people or people that she doesn't really know. It's even worse. So she's just going to sit in her table, filling her water skin with beer, and occasionally taking it for herself.
Okay. How much are you drinking? Are you getting drunk or?
No, just every few minutes, like a small sip.
Okay.
I have a question for logistics. At this point, Lou is just filling her water skin and not ever taking sips out of it, I think. Is it just the water skin of holding that's just getting mixed?
I think because you can't just like have a perpetual water skin because it isn't a sterile container. You would have to like empty it once in a while. but we'll cover that off.
Yeah,
as
I
and when
think we
needed.
mentioned a few sessions ago that the water skin was like emptied, and
Oh, okay.
I'm now filling it with beer.
Nice. Good drink to go
Yeah,
around the road
an actual drink for once.
Yeah,
Warm pale beer.
a singular drink.
Yeah, at least for now.
Okay.
There's no Sambuca yet.
Yet.
Yeah, but
Being the key
during
word.
Wolf's conversation with her buddies, she's going to lean over towards Lafi, like, what do you think of Starlight Syndicate or something like that?
Ooh.
Okay, excellent. Now that will be 3 copper, or I will
Goodness
copyright you.
knows.
Hey, we haven't decided yet.
I'm positive that we will choose the name. How about this? If we end up choosing Starlight Syndicate, we make a bet. If we choose something else, I pay you 3 copper, and if I win, you pay me 5 platinum.
Well, now I'm just gonna make everybody pick something else. If you...
Rusty's like, I think we should call it Lafi and Rusty and everyone else.
Oh, that's way too long. It has to fit like in a small like greeting card, like the one in with the store owner stuff. Like, hey, my name is Ramon. I'm the manager.
That's. I mean, I think it's about the same length, isn't it? I'll think about it.
It's like Starlight and Syndicate are notoriously short words.
Yeah, Syndicate. Yeah. I don't know. I like Lafi and Rusty and everyone. That's how I think of us.
Just pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Rusty, I like your bow tie.
Thanks. Lafi got it for me.
Hey, Rusty, I got you some party rings.
Wait, you got party rings?
Yeah.
Rusty's like, you got party rings?
Swan's like, you got party rings?
So a couple of things are happening. Obviously, so the Silverhook have kind of like started to spread out and like orbit the various tables. Cal is leading the way, and Jericho's like following him, just like making sure that he's not getting into mischief. Because again, Cal's like pre-gamed a tad too hard. Riptide was near the food and drinks table and is now having what seems to be
now she's near the empty table.
No. She was now getting what looks to be like a little bit of a telling off from Swan. Don't know what's happening, but like there's not. Yeah. So Swan and Riptide are like the 2 tallest people in the room, apart from Timothy.
Easily.
And like there's not a lot.
How tall is Timothy?
Timothy's quite tall. Like Timothy's like at least 6 foot tall.
Okay, so they're all about the same.
Yeah, well, Swan's like,
probably taller. How tall?
Yeah, so it probably goes Swan, Riptide, Timothy in like 8, and there's like 5 inches between them all.
Yeah,
like, there's not a lot in it really. And so there's this, it's like she sees you coming over and stops, and like Riptide's like actually like a little bit blushing, as she turns around, like not like she looks a little bit flustered, and Swan turns around and goes, yes. Lorelei, happy birthday, my dear.
Swan,
yes.
What are you doing?
I was just having a word with our good friend here.
I have a new sworn enemy.
She seems a bit. Riptide doesn't get flustered. She seems nervous.
Yeah. Well, I've got to admit, guys, she caught me spiking the punch a little bit, and she's like. Like kind of like she's checking her forehead for sweat. She's told me to not do that again. And I've got to say that I think in this instance she's probably right. We've got to allow people to judge how drunk they want to get, and we can't. What did you say? Spike their drinks.
Well, probably should have.
As per Bun's request, I have worked with Riptide to make weed brownies for the party.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna get Wolf's boss
that's
high.
So, for context, that's what that sleight of hand was that I rolled for.
Oh.
And Swan
sees all.
Yeah, Swan sees all.
From when I was muted or deaf and I knew what you guys were doing for the stealth checks, so I was just laughing.
But obviously she's not super annoyed, and she just. But I hear, my dear, that you were with the group yesterday, fighting the sorry, this music's got lyrics and sorry, fighting the White Tigress.
I did tell you about it, yeah.
Yes. Riptide's like, yeah, I was there. Excellent.
She's
well
very
done.
Riptide was very good. She's very good in the fight.
Is that true? Yes. Wolf, Laura, what would you suggest then? Would you think that our friend Riptide here would make a potential recruit for the hunt? What do you think?
I don't think she'd be into that, but she'd probably be a good hand.
Well, I mean, she seems very reliable. Apart from
well,
a little bit of proclivity to party a little bit too hard, and like Riptide's like, sorry, Mom.
Well,
Mommy.
Well, Riptide, you said it to us. You don't really like all the conformity and working through constraints with people like that, with like government and stuff.
Well, is it a lot of that? Is it because what I've seen with you kind of like been able to do what you want a little bit?
I just say in Riptide's head, I have to do paperwork after every mission.
Oh, paperwork. Oh no, I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what about? Well, could I like go off on?
It seems like they get paid better than I do anyway. So.
Yeah, well, but I mean, you're on a regular wage though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And someone's like, well, I mean, it's never come up before. Do you not feel you're fairly reimbursed for your time and effort?
I mean, I didn't know I wasn't getting paid that much until they all got 150 gold for one thing, and I got like 25.
Yes,
I got
they're contractors. We can't rely on them like we can rely on you.
Well, yeah, I guess.
If you think that we could bring them in as more regular employees, obviously they wouldn't be an official part of the hunt. But if they were to be working alongside you, and we could use you all as our sword and shield out there in the world, then perhaps we could normalize the pace slightly. But for these one-off,
well, I mean, no, I don't mind. It's just fine. So I'm not used to this. I don't know how to talk to people, like make small talk.
You're doing quite well, Lorelei. You're doing quite well. So what's Azalea doing?
Well, now that she's seen a present go, she's like, okay, it's gift giving time, and pulls out a little like wicker pouch that she's weaved out of like brass. And I actually did very, very quick browsing online, found something. It's a pressed flower inside of like resin and then onto a necklace, and it's just lying in there with a couple of little pouches of lavender that you would like stick with your clothes. I'll post the picture.
Riptide sees your wicker bastard and gets a little bit concerned and goes search for hers.
Oh no!
I need to know what's in this wicker basket.
Oh my god, that's actually really cute.
And I don't know if you really wear jewelry, but this is an iris from near where I live. I've got a few, but I thought
it's really nice. Thank you. Just sort of open it and sort of take it out and hold it for a second. Can you help me put it on?
Of course. Yeah.
Just sort of unclip and let you help me. Thank you. This is really nice. Did you do this? Or...
I think so. I didn't roll any checks, but I think I did. Yeah, it didn't take too long. I already had the pressed flowers. I've got a book full of them.
So do I. Weirdly.
Oh, fun! We should see what types you have.
Not that many, but I have some.
Metal. Tree leaf.
We'll just like sort of nervously like stands there for like half a second and then gives you a small hug. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. give like a hug around the waist because she's definitely short. Gives a hug around the waist.
Thank you. I'll keep wearing this. It's really nice.
You see like a visibly like flustered, like she doesn't know what her feelings are, Riptide walk away and sit down next to Timothy. Like keeps like glancing over, so like she's never quite had this happen before.
Can I say my passive insight's high?
Yeah.
So can I just say to Azalea, I think you should talk to Riptide.
Well, it's not that she's upset.
I know.
But she's just like, someone started arranging in a way that she's never had it started before, and this is like, I hope this is but like, so it's like no one's ever told her no, and she's had to listen before. You know what I mean? And so as she's sitting there a little bit confused, Timothy there, and they start doing a drinking game. Swan comes back up to you, Lafi and Wolf, and she goes, now this isn't strictly a birthday present, because if I'm being brutally honest, I hadn't planned to give this. I knew your birthday was coming, and we knew about the party, but this is more serendipitous. Just come to one side, the two of you, and she just like brings you a little bit away from the party, not like out of it completely,
like to like the doorway.
Yeah, to the doorway.
Yeah.
And she goes, now, Lafette, Wolf, obviously you are aware what happened yesterday. We can't be having a person with your face turning up to the Midnight Hunt unannounced and causing havoc, and so we need to find a way to be able to be sure it's you. So we spoke to our little team of artificers in the house, and they came up with this. And she pulls from her pocket two wrapped in like paper, very thin, like crepe paper style, very plain paper. It's about the size of, how big would it be? It's very small, like maybe like 10 centimeters and long and a couple of centimeters across. And she places it in each of one in each of your hands. She goes, these are necklaces, and if they are unique, but they are also identical. And Wolf, if you were to open yours, and she holds out, this is very plain faced, almost like plasticine-y textured, like amulet on it. It doesn't. It's like it's moldable, but like when you touch it, your fingers slide over it like it's beneath something. She goes, now you can change focus your mind on it. You'll be able to change the face of this amulet to whatever you wish it to be, and Lafette, your necklace will match the face, so you should be able to identify each other. Well, Wolf should be able to identify you from whomever it is who has stolen your face at a casual glance.
Lafi looks at the amulet, looks at Swan, looks back at the amulet, and then goes like looks as if she's gonna cry, and then throws her arms around Swan and gives her a hug.
No. Thank you. And this is the first time the Swan actively removes you. No. This is not a gesture of affection. This is a gesture of safety. We need to be able to ensure that you are the one, and I'm assuming this is the real one. That is, we need to know who it is we're dealing with. This is primarily safety, but I appreciate the gesture.
Come on, Swan, give her a hug. She wants one.
Perhaps later. Maybe once I've had some of the punch. And she's gonna.
Azalea made brownies.
Oh, I do like cake. You can't over imbibe on cake.
Cake.
And so she
brownies have little candles.
Yeah, she disappeared. Well, she doesn't disappear. She kind of nods and kind of walks away from you, and she sees Cal and Timothy having the joke, and so okay. So what happens is, right, you know that thing. So Riptide's talking to Cal. You know that thing where you put your hands together and then you put your fingers up and then one set fingers down, and then they link hands and they push your hands up and pretend they're going to kiss you. Riptide does that to Cal, and they piss themselves laughing. And then Timothy, who's also pre-gamed a little bit, is trying to find someone to do it on, and he sees Swan.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah,
I'm ready for his ass.
I'm so ready to watch this man die.
So he whispers to the others, and he's gonna see if he thinks it's a good time to try it.
I just gesture to Lafi and point towards her.
So I think he's also close to passing out, seeing Riptide doing that as well.
So he thinks it's a great time to do this.
No.
So you don't hear the conversation.
Hey Lafi, just be ready with the healing spell.
You don't hear the conversation, but you see him go to do it, and she's a good 3 inches taller than him anyway, and she's wearing heels. But he does it and pushes her back, and he almost gets in there, and you can't quite see what happens, but there's probably some element of headbutt. And he staggers back, and she's looking shocked, looking all around, and there's like a gasp, and everything comes to a stop for a minute, and then she goes. And then she like kind of laughs a little bit awkwardly, and like goes to check on him to make sure he's okay. But like he is mortified. Like he's just been headbutted in the face. Like the Silverbook is as a group very piddly.
Can
like hen night pissed, white girl wasted.
After after Swan's like talking to him, just like when he's like probably like holding his head, and just say in Timothy's head, that was probably the wrong choice, but I like hopefully he meets my gaze, like I'm looking at him, and I point towards Viper. She might be down.
Maybe later. I need to go I need to go fix my face.
Your nose is bleeding slightly.
Yes. And he's gonna disappear for a few minutes to beautify himself. After she's hit Timothy in the face, I think maybe she has like a moment of realization of like what she's done, and she disappears.
The consequences of her actions.
Yeah, there are consequences to her actions. Fortunately for her, the consequences of her actions is a bloody nose for that twat. But perhaps she goes off to.
It's not like she kneecaps someone. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Speaking of your kicking someone, after she disappears, like 30 seconds later, the party kind of, all the tension kind of dissipates. The party resumes. Riptide's still a little bit flustered. Cal is, trying to see how many fucking sausage rolls he can fit in his mouth and say "chubby bunny." Rusty is equally trying to do the exact same thing. So the party is resumed. Rusty, he's like his mouth is. For a while, I pictured him as a dog, but I've watched both Lilu and Stitch movies.
Oh, he's Stitch, yeah.
So he's Stitch in my mind now.
Oh, Halloran's family.
Yeah, yeah. So I watched the second one and it's rubbish.
Thank you.
I was like, see, Libby is obsessed with it at the minute, and she likes that song Stitches, and so she's like, I want Stitch, I want Stitches, I want Stitch. And so I've been walking around Cheshire saying, Hardy's family. And
Halloran's family. Yeah. Family, no one gets left behind. Or forgotten.
But yeah, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah.
Sorry.
No, there was a thing. I was gonna say
Swan comes to actions.
Oh right, no. So it's Jericho. Jericho's what I want to say. So Wolf, you're there, and like you turn around, and he's like, So the thing about Jericho is he's very formal, and he has the worst last name of any person you've ever met.
It's so bad, isn't it?
Smooth Hands.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And it's really awkward because it's two
I remember I tried to forget
each other. Because it's either Smooth Hands, which doesn't work, or Smooth Hands, which is horrible.
Which is like a Hobbit name from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it is, but it's also two H's next to each other, which is awful, and I hate it. But he's there. It. I know I did. But he has very nice hands, so. So he's there looking, and he's very prim, very proper. And with you, Wolf, ever since you first met him, understandably, has been a little bit.
That's completely fair.
Yeah, a little bit standoffish, a little bit. But he's there with his like kind of arm, like hands behind his back, looking, kind of like looking anywhere other than you.
Is he like near me?
But he's clearly wants to speak to you, but hasn't like brought himself to look at you yet.
You all right?
Yes. Well, it's just to say, from Cal and I, we would very much, and from Timothy, all three of us would like to very much wish you, happy birthday. And from behind his back, he pulls out this bouquet of blue flowers, and he hands them to you. And he goes, and also from myself, I would just like to say, as Cal has forgiven and possibly forgotten the incident, I would like to also express my apologies, and if you would like to begin again, fresh slate, it is be very good to work with you. And he kind of like awkwardly holds his hand out.
I hold a hand out to him and say, well, I don't think we should forget, because I do feel absolutely awful about that.
Well, it is Cal, but if he's a very forgiving gentleman, but he has asked me to, if I can, put it behind us, which I'm very willing to do, and it was very brought a lot of fun to an otherwise quite quiet building. So yes, happy birthday!
Thank you very much for the flower.
Yes, they're from all of us. I will say in his what would be the word I will say in his I can't think of the fucking word, but anyway, Timothy picked them. He went out to pick them.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah, and they are very nice. It's like they're like sweet peas, like white and blue sweet peas, like really delicate flowers, very fresh. And he chose them. Credit where credit is due. Has quite an eye for these things. But yes, I shall go and find Cal before he inevitably chokes.
I think he's shoving another sausage roll.
Yes, I see him, Cal.
Yeah.
So what are people doing? Because there are 7 people here I could voice, and I don't want to do any of them.
Lafi's like standing by the door, like pretty much bouncing. Like she's waiting for something.
Sorry.
It's very much trying not to think too much about the platinum she gave Lafi. Such a waste of money. I could have given her 3 copper. Why did I give her a platinum? Oh my god. I hate this. She's like sulking in the corner.
I am. No, go.
No, sorry. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna join Riptide at the bar.
Okay. Yeah. So Riptide is now. She has pre-gamed. No, she is. Like still like doesn't. She's having like real problems because she always feels like she's dominated the conversation. So she is just like, I've never met. I thought she was going to spank me. I didn't know what to do. I was just, I'm just going to get pissed. But like, there's also these weed brownies that are making their way around. Have you told anyone these are weed brownies?
I assume that question is for Azalea.
Yeah, so Azalea, well, I'm assuming like, yeah, Azalea, have you told anyone these are weed brownies?
Absolutely not. Well, no, wait. Didn't
someone help you
Riptide
with
make them with me?
Yeah, Riptide helped.
Riptide made them with you, but Riptide got told off for like pouring her fucking moonshine into the alcohol free points. That's why she was getting told off. It isn't the.
Oh, I didn't
weed
see.
brownie.
I don't think you can say this or that.
Okay then.
Charlie heard it.
Yeah, so these brownies have just been in circulation. So,
oh no!
Can everyone please roll me a Constitution saving throw to see if anyone is getting hammered?
I'm going to use my advantage. 19.
Oh yeah,
19.
Okay.
You coward!
I don't want to get high on my birthday. Yes.
Right, let's see. I mean, Riptide's smashing them. She's having loads.
She doesn't even need to roll. She's just.
Oh, 27. She's good. She's going to have another. Rusty has had one.
Oh no!
Nobody has told him that he shouldn't.
Okay.
12. Okay.
I feel like the DC's like 10.
Yeah, these are quite low.
What about
everyone's rolled really high.
What about fucking? I mean, Vibe has probably got like plus 1.
Give me 2 seconds. All of my obviously tabs on my browser closed. So
yeah. Vibe's probably got like a plus 1. Or something.
I'm gonna roll 3d20, and then that's gonna be. Oh no, 4. We'll do 4.
They're all blood hunters, so they all.
Oh, wow. Everyone's passed. Oh my
God.
Remember that?
So there's Isaac and Viper. You probably have decent con between them because they're both blood hunters.
Between them all, it's
probably like a plus 2 for one of them. Plus 1.
Just get us all to roll again in half an hour when it steps in.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm not going to ask how many of you have had weed brownies because
never in my life
it's illegal, and I couldn't possibly
allegedly
possibly imagine what that sensation of warmth in your stomach feels like.
It's not illegal in other countries.
It's not illegal in
We're in Amsterdam.
That's fine. When I've been to Amsterdam and I have eaten space cake, it gives you a wonderful warm feeling in your tummy, and then it's like basically it like
makes you really sleepy.
No, it doesn't. It kind of like it hits you, and like the warmth comes up, and it like pushes you like a smile on your face, and it's just a really nice feeling. So you can be as high as you want, or you could be as just chilled out as you want, but with a combination of booze and alcohol that is free flowing. The Silverhook were a little bit like tipsy, as it were. Now they're verging on drunk, not obnoxious, but they are like the drinking games have started in that corner of the room.
Did you see my question about the equivalent of a ping pong ball?
What's a D&D
Riptide might do a ping pong ball show later.
No, I meant for beer pong, James.
Okay. I didn't see that. No. But no, they. I mean, like, yeah, they would set up like the equivalent of fantasy beer pong. As yeah. So like little like ball bearings. I don't know, but ball bearings are terrible.
Just a ping pong ball.
Like, well, you're just gonna grab like chunks of cake and like start chucking chunks
please
of
don't
cake
do that.
into like things of wine.
Jericho's
like bread.
probably
bread into wine. So they're chucking bread, and if the bread lands in the wine, they got to drink it and eat the bread. That's it. Yeah.
Jericho's
I
probably
would actually play that.
Jericho's probably
Love that
crying.
Yeah.
Is Jericho crying in the corner because of this?
No, Jericho's not getting involved.
My cabbages!
He's straight edge. Like he's like, you know, he's such a fucking nerd. No, he's not too bad actually. He's relaxed a bit now and is playing along and like trying to help Cal's a little bit of a messy drunk. He's a sloppy drunk, is what Cal is. Yeah.
I just sort of look at Cal and be like, "You all right?"
I'm having a great time. Thank you for the party.
No, thank you. Thank you all.
I say like
Can
Cal
I
is
ask-
like, oh yeah, go for it.
What time is it?
It's like I'd say it's like
Midday.
3 in the afternoon. Yeah, midday, 3 in the afternoon.
Great.
The weather outside is awful, by the way. Like, there's nobody is wanting to leave because the weather outside is so bad. But like, so it's that stage now where Swan has relaxed a bit, Viper's relaxed. She's maybe chatting to Jericho or everyone's kind of mingled now. Like I know
It's not as awkward as it was, but everyone's
not as awkward as it was. Like people have relaxed a bit. Timothy's back in. Like like there's no mark on his face. He kind of disappeared for about 20 minutes. After a few minutes, Swan had gone after him. They'd had like a, well, you don't know what happened, but something happened behind closed doors. They came out. He seemed a lot calmer. She seemed a lot happier.
Wait a second.
I mean, you could intimate that a conversation happened. Like,
Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah. You like
A conversation.
happened. He apologized.
Man, imagine his first time being Swan.
Did they fuck in the bathroom inside?
Oh my god!
Oh, subtlety!
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
You can roll an insight if you would like.
It went from
You know
0
what?
to 100
I
very
want to-
fast.
I want all the drama, so I want to try and.
What's the
Oh
tea?
my god, there's a lot of right. I will say this, like, oh my god, I mean, maybe it's the weed brownie. Swan is looking a bit flushed. Azalea,
I want to know.
With a
Can I-
22, I will DM you.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No, I will say with the 22 that you get the feeling that perhaps they just had a very. It's a conversation that maybe she apologized to him, kind of boosted his morale, gave him a bit of attention that from a very attractive, older, powerful woman, the kind of conversation that he would have loved. Maybe the kind of conversations that he was used to having before, but no, nothing untoward happened behind closed doors.
The
Is
boost
Tim
to
like-
his morale was
Yeah.
verbal only.
Yeah,
Is Tim like smiling? Is he like okay?
No,
now?
it just seems happier. Like he's gotten a bit of special, a bit of attention. Yeah.
And I just say like in his head, just because I think it's funny, and we'll probably slightly drunk at this point. I just like look at him, just like get his attention somehow, point at Viper again, and just be like, she's probably a best bet. Just like she's trying to like set up one of her friends.
Timothy's gonna look. I would never approach a lady who is over imbibed.
She's not that drunk.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
I did not need much convincing.
Yeah. So he sits with her. We will see how that progresses because I don't know. But yeah, so Lafi, you mentioned something about there's a couple of things that you wanted to do. So after like after an hour or so, there's like a little knock on the door that you hear because you're kind of loitering there. You dash out and you come back
I
in.
imagine she's like sat like on a stool with her head like on her fist, like waiting, like, and then there's and she's like, oh, okay.
At least I would have liked to mention that most of the time, even if Wolf is talking to someone else, she's probably like not keeping like this sounds weird, like keeping an eye on Lafi, like looking where she is and like make sure she's okay. And
I
stuff
don't think
like
she's upset. I think she's visually impatient. Yeah.
No,
Not even
yeah.
anxious, just like, where is it? Kind of thing.
She's like, I mean, she wouldn't notice. She.
So you said there's a set of stairs, right?
Yes.
So she's like bombed it down these stairs to open the door.
Okay. You, for the rest of you, you hear a vaguely familiar broad Yorkshire accent, having a little conversation, and then the door closes. And then, I mean, Lafi, to go back upstairs.
Yeah, I would have invited him in. Did he not come in?
I'm gonna say no because I can't be asked. Thank you, but no. Yeah, thanks very much, but no. But do you have the spell Produce Flame?
Not a druid.
No, but I have druid craft.
Does that? I don't think that works. So he's going to give you a tinderbox.
Okay.
For fire.
Okay.
Fire bad.
I'm gonna set the place on fire, guys.
Awesome.
Everyone roll for it. Kidding.
Devastated.
Yeah. So she like comes up the stairs holding this thing that completely blocks her out from the front. So she's like holding what looks to be like a tray, and she's trying her best to get it up the stairs. And then walks in the room, and it's like this tray that's got like got a drape over it almost, and she just like walks over to the table and puts it down. I was like, oh my god, I thought my arms were gonna fall off. Guys, can everyone come here, please?
What's the matter? You alright?
Yeah, no, it's so obviously we're all here for Wolf's birthday, and you know, it's only right that we celebrate in style. So, and then she like picks up this drape and lifts it off the item on the table, and you just see, I'll put it in general, you just see this big cake that is essentially just massive cinnamon rolls on top of each other with like a bunch of like stupid candles on the top of it. And then she'll take out the tinderbox and like light the candles.
Swan stands up like captivated. Viper is pissing herself laughing. Cal is overly excited. Looks like he cannot wait for what comes next. And like Jericho like goes and like lowers the blind so the room gets a little bit dark. And waits for you to finish lighting the candles.
Yeah, so she lights all the candles and then she's like, Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Can I just say,
that made me cringe.
I don't know if that was worse than the time where you all sang happy birthday to me after that one session.
It's because Discord is so different for everybody, so none of us were in time.
So we sang happy birthday for you at one point.
Yeah,
did at one point. I don't remember.
I think it was last year.
Do you want me to make a concert try and blow up these candles?
You can. A check.
Said that we didn't try.
A con check. It's the same.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
I'll just do sure.
Remember, you have hero punch.
I'm not gonna. I rolled a 20.
Okay, so you blow them out with one breath. Would you like to DM to me your birthday wish?
Oh.
I'll have to come up with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a rousing clap.
I fully accept that.
After the happy birthday ends, a slightly blushing, like not blushing, that's not the right word. Rosy-faced Swan starts in with a "Why was she born so beautiful? Why was she born at all? She's no bloody use to anyone. She's no bloody use at all." And then starts like a round of hip hoorays, and like notices that no one else knows the words, and like just kind of stops. And it's an old elven tradition. No one else heard that? No, just me.
Pretty sure
okay.
Timothy
Not
probably
even
heard
Tim?
it.
Timothy.
I mean, that
Timothy
may be
just,
me, but
like it's. I personally hadn't heard that until I went to one of Helen's family's first birthdays, and I was like, "What the fuck are they singing?" But like, it's apparently a thing people do. So yes, they bring it. Like everyone claps. And everybody, it's hip hip hooray, and you know the cake starts being handed out. And I heard Viper like sidles up next to you and Lafi, and says, "I heard rumors of party games. Was that a thing?"
Hold on. Sorry.
Mouthful of cinnamon roll.
It's very good.
We've got pass the parcel and pin the tail on the wolf.
That's in
I was just
the
looking
wolf
for
As
or
in
like
me
our
or
wolf?
yeah?
No.
Okay.
I made a big, and then she like points to the wall that like nobody apparently has seen, and there's like a really detailed drawing of a wolf like pinned up to the wall.
What I imagined was like a picture of a body but like a human body, and then like wolf's torso like turned around with her hand over her mouth, like she's shocked, and like a furry tail.
I pictured a very similar thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so the party. So there's basically two levels to the party. There's the party that Lafi wanted, and then there's a party that's actually happening, which is like drunk people
Everyone
trying to play kids
pissed.
games. So the party.
I think Lafi's never been to a party before, so she's just taking advice from like different people what you do at a party.
But yes, can now we all roll another Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, Jesus.
To see how we're getting along. Oh my god, Riptide's on fire.
Jesus
the DC
Christ.
this time is 15. And if you
no,
roll
that's
under,
necessary.
you are slightly on your bum. Azalea.
Me.
Swan is fine. Swan is just
So Lafi,
Reference.
me, and Azalea.
Reference
Is
is
this
doesn't
only-
drink at all.
One of the actually I'll say two
Cal.
members. I would say Cal is pissed. Cal is like Cal's been escorted to his bedroom, right? Cal is like Cal's overdone it and is probably being sick in another room. It was the bread and wine game.
What time is it?
It's like 5 in the afternoon.
Wait, is this only for the wheat brownies, or is it?
This is a
for the
combination.
alcohol?
This is a combination of everything, because like Riptide really spiked the punch. There's I don't think there's any soft drinks on
Unless we have one on our person.
unless you happen to have like a water skin on you. The meat. Well,
Do I
sorry,
get
go
my-
ahead.
Do I get my bonus because one of my significant thingies is day drinking?
Yeah, sure.
Is that?
If
Oh
you-
my god!
I mean, this is the thing. Do you want to be
That's
drunk or not?
incredible. I love that you chose that as a special skill.
Can I just make it clear? Are we talking about Tanuki or Kudo?
I think that's the difference.
So I would say as well, like
okay.
Viper is a little bit I wouldn't say unsteady on her feet. She's not falling over drunk, but she's at that stage which is often quite closely followed with, oh, don't worry, darling, I can carry you home, kind of thing. I can eat that entire chicken. I can, that bravado stage of drunk. And she's perhaps dancing on a chair, kind of thing. The party has gone from like slightly awkward to everyone is now slightly pissed and having
So
a
with
blast.
a 13, what kind of state is Lafi in?
Up to you. I mean, you can be like giddy, pissed. I'm just picking these.
Thinking
two
like
because it's-
jolly tipsy.
Yeah, I mean, like at
She's
the
just like
stage.
dancing around the room at this
Yeah.
point.
At the stage where it's very easy for you to knock over glasses, like if I was walking past you with a glass, forget about it. It's on the floor, kind of thing. Or like you're like crashing into tables because you spun around a bit too fast. How's Rusty? Oh, did I roll for Rusty?
You did,
I
you
roll
were
for Rusty?
15.
Oh, Rusty's okay. Rusty's like perhaps because he isn't drinking and he's just like wolfing down cakes. He's got a lot of carbohydrates in there. So he's doing okay for the minute. But yeah, so as you all kind of descend into this nice kind of like this whole day of drinking, are any of you doing anything different?
I think
He's quietly sobbing while holding a beer cup.
I think so before he went, Cal would have tried to get you up to dance. If he saw you if he saw you crying, he would actively try to bring you into the party before he went off and vomited somewhere. Or perhaps we come back out with a bit of vomit on him and try to get him
Oh.
I was gonna
back.
say, no, I was gonna say like Laffy's like dancing around the room, and if she saw Lewis like sat there looking miserable, she'd go over and be like, "I will give you 3 copper right now if you come and dance with me."
Perks up, grabs your hand, and drags you to the
Yes!
dancing floor.
Okay, excellent. What about Kudo? What is it? So bear in mind that the Silverhook are all still there. Riptide's still there. She is like no longer embarrassed. She's kind of gone through it all now. Seeing that Swan is one second. Okay, so Riptide is gonna go to Swan and like apologize for Timothy's behavior earlier, and offer to show Swan what he was trying to do.
Oh.
Excuse me. What?
I'm gonna see how well it's working. I'm gonna see if she is prepared. So yeah, Swan is not completely won over. Let's just say.
Riptide had to roll persuasion.
Okay. Okay.
I'm crying.
No.
That was pretty close though.
Pretty close.
Very close.
She says, "Oh, okay. What a."
Does Riptide have hero points?
These are. Do you know what? These are both really. This would be placed if anyone else in the room for sure.
Yeah.
Can I offer up my advantage for Riptide?
No,
No, you cannot. I want to offer up a bane so that I don't even have.
So she's gently let down, and you know it's all fun and games. No one is being offended or feelings hurt. It's all good things. So Kudo, what is it you're doing? So
Yes, obviously, I would bring up the concept of a rage cage.
what's a rage cage?
What?
Is that? Do you not know that?
I'm googling it. Should I not be
I
googling
only know
it?
rage
No,
cage from
it's-
Tenacious D.
No, it's a really popular drinking game, which is very simple and gets you drunk very quickly.
Oh yeah, the tube up for that. So 2 players should take a cup from out drinking. It
Because
just sounds like beer pong.
No, it's not. It's
I'm just
more
looking at the rules
interactive and more. It's quicker.
So I, as a person, very rarely play drinking games apart from like just Sprint.
What?
I just play used to play the drinking game Sprint, which is drink as much as you can as fast as you can. But it's not really much of a game. It's just a very surefire way to get blackout drunk. Okay, I'm not going to read all those rules, but yeah, if you want to set up another drinking game, I will say that Riptide would be down. Jericho has like loosened up enough to perhaps get involved. Timothy.
Maybe we should play Spin the Bottle, but only Riptide and
Oh wow, it landed on
why
you.
not
What
5
a
minutes in heaven?
surprise.
Well, that's a good point actually. So Azalea, so what is it you're doing? Like, 'cause I know you've been like floating about like a social butterfly having a little nip from each plant, but is there anything specific you're doing?
I think Azalea, again, she doesn't drink. She's a very, very giggly drunk, and it's probably bright red from it as well. So because she doesn't really know what she's doing, I think she's still flitting around person to person and like trying to get in on conversations that other people are having.
Oh, bless her. So let's say then you were there for the moment where Swan has politely turned down Riptide's offer to show what Timothy was trying to do. What would you, so she says she's like, oh no my dear, perhaps later, perhaps another day. I don't want anyone to get hurt again. What would your interjection be?
I know what you want me to say. Well, I think she goes even more red if possible. A tomato.
So it's just no
if you
different
will.
between like head
just
and hair.
and
It's
face.
all one
Yep,
colour.
yeah, all one color. And probably like starts uncontrollably laughing and giggling and trying to look away from it all.
Okay. So yeah, Riptide makes space and all these glasses are being put around the table for this rage cage, which I'm just imagining is kind of like a lazy Susan of drinking. I have no idea. And she tries to make space, but there's not quite enough space. So she like slaps a thigh. It's like, come on, join in, and like on her lap.
Is that an invitation?
Yeah, it's more of a like, well, there's nowhere to sit on the sofa, and she wants you because like you're the one she knows best, weirdly, like because you spent like a few days traveling with. You've seen different seasons of Riptide than everyone else has. You've seen her like impatient. You've seen her calm. She's never really like you've seen her in a fight. You've seen her relaxing. You've seen her unsure of herself. You've seen her fail at things. Like have known her better than anyone else. And she is like she likes the guys in the Silver Hook, but like there's two guys who are like in love with each other. There's Tim, who she doesn't mind. She like, it's not like she take a leave him, but like he brings nothing to the conversation as far as she's concerned. She has nothing like she wants from him. And you're like her gal pal. Like you're like the person that she probably wants to spend the time with here.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I think she would go. Yeah, she would go over and sit on her lap.
Okay, it's not like she's not grabbing you or anything. She probably starts on your lap, and she wants to make sure you're having a good time. She's seen you go bright red, and she's like, just have fun with it. It's fine. You know, if you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. There's water. There's milk. Orange juice.
Actually, just straight vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. She sniffs it. She don't drink the water. Yeah.
I actually didn't know this was alcohol. I thought it was just juice.
Oh no, it's oh no! Don't drink any of the punch then. If you don't, because that's what I was getting told off for before. That Swan's a bit of a, she's a bit formidable, isn't she?
Yeah, she's really scary.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll protect me, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Azalea, did you eat any of the fruits?
Yeah. What's wrong with the fruit?
No. Oh no.
What's wrong with the fruits?
Well, if you put fruits in a bowl or in alcohol, they just
Oh, you mean the fruits in the punch?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh right, so it's like when you give
I thought there was just a bowl of fruit that was now laced with like
when you give the Pim's cucumber to kids and they just falling over drunk. Okay, no, so she's there and like she's not handsy, you know, it's chill. She's just giving you somewhere to sit. You know,
I mean, Azalea's a bit unbalanced. She's a bit drunk. She might have to hold on something to her shoulder.
Okay. Oh, I'm falling. Please catch me. So she's very like, and like on the other side, like there's like anyone with a modicum of common sense would see that there's potentially quite a lot of room on the sofa.
Well, it's also warm.
It's warm, yeah. And yeah, she
gives Azalea a thumbs up and sits in the unused space on the couch.
So you pair are having your little, you know, so I don't really understand these rage cage rules, but let's say there's also like at this point other games have rolled out. I won't say pass the parcel because I don't know how that would work. But let's say there is like there is like a wrapped parcel in the corner that has probably largely been forgotten about. Are there any other presents that people have done? Because I went through mine. I think we've done all you guys.
Well, I gave Lafi a platinum. I hope she gives that to Wolf, or else I will be very upset.
Okay. Okay, so after a little while, you know, the party is it's gone on. It's getting to late evening now. One of the few things you've noticed is what's his name? Black Leopard. Isaac is like, even though he's been involved in getting involved, he's not been drinking very much, and he's definitely got like one eye on the door. Swan has you know, kind of done the rounds a little bit. She's definitely been watching Wolf interact with different people with like kind of like a maternal like smile on her face, you know, like, well, maybe not Maternal's the right word, but she's been watching you interact with this group of people, this like ragtag bunch of weirdos that you've collected, and you know, she's definitely kind of seen it. She's happy enough, like, if you're happy with Lafi, she's happy with Lafi. Viper is like getting on with a house on fire with Rusty. He thinks she's hilarious. Like she's teaching him to like juggle knives and stuff.
Oh no!
Yeah, well, he's like competent, but
Yeah,
like she's
Hey,
you know,
hey Rusty, say the word fuck. That's probably that's probably what she's doing.
yeah, teaching him a naughty word, and like she's like, do you know what Wolf and Laffy do when they're in bed? They just sleep like, and she's like,
Oh my god!
Yeah, so like she's like
Just like a fun aunt.
It's like a dangerous aunt.
Yeah.
So the night continues on. So the only one who isn't like getting inebriated is Black Leopard, and he's kind of like, often you see him with like one eye on the door, and then like, because he is, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but he kind of like, a couple of points he's kind of done that thing, you know, the very white guy slapping his knees, well, better be hitting the oldest trail kind of thing, but has been like, oh, just one more drink, and he is like edging towards the door, but you may well remember that he wanted to speak to
I think the only thing that people who were like looking at Wolf would realize is that she's like, after the cake and everything, so about like 6ish, she's just been sort of like quietly just like sitting at a table and just like sipping a drink and just like looking over space and smiling, pretty much, just happy, you know, with everything that's going on. Yeah, like she's like obviously approachable. If like Isaac wanted to come up and mention something, we can.
Yeah, so he would kind of like get up and say something to Viper and to Swan, and say, well, I think me and the girls will be off in a while, and he kind of like heads to the cloakroom, and as you walk past, he kind of like gestures to you to follow him.
And what is it?
He's gonna look you up and down. How like merry is Wolf?
She's like relatively merry. She's been like, after the cake and everything, she's been like slowly drinking and like eating food as well.
Yeah.
So she's not like
not falling about piss.
Yeah, she's just sort of like just happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, happy birthday, and I didn't see you at the ceremony for the Malachite Hork yesterday, which was a shame. But it all went well. Do you know anything of what has happened in the last few days in the hunt? And again, I'm sorry to bring the mood down, but
What do you mean? I mean, I know some things, but I don't know what you're specifically talking about.
well, the hawk, she came to me, concerned about. You remember the death of the Emerald Baxters?
Yeah, I remember hearing about it.
Yes, she was concerned because she believed that their location could have only been known by members of the hunt.
Yes.
And after the attack yesterday, we initially thought it was your good Lafi. Now, obviously, we know that to be not the case. She would not attack the Midnight Hunt and then put on such a rip-roaring party. But there is a concern that obviously there is an element in the hunt that we could not be trusted. That could not be.
No, I am as he's talking, because I'm like not that, probably like less so than I was earlier, like drunk, because I'm now been like pacing myself and eating. It like spend some time. Can I insight him while he's talking?
Yeah, sure. I don't have a character for this guy, so that might
Well,
give you the
I didn't roll
answer.
well anyway.
That might give you the answer you want.
Okay. That's
So
probably did. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, he's like, he's not sure. He's quite nervous.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are darting around. This information was known only to a few members of the hunt, and Hawk took it upon herself to narrow that list down. Before she died, she intimated to me she knew who, or at least had narrowed down who it could be. And she said that she had told you who she thought it was.
Oh.
Have you heard? Did she send you any letters? Any?
No, but that you have clicked something that I didn't realize. Okay. I from the bag of holding. I pull out the book, the children's book, with Milo the Mole.
Yep. Milo the Mole.
And say, well, when I was at the hunt yesterday, someone handed me this and said it was from Lily's birthday present. But this could help. I was trying to figure out what it meant. I assumed that it wasn't just a story. I've heard it before. But in the book, there is a hawk, there is a swan. Am I getting this right? There is a wolf, and there is a bull. Bull, sorry. They're both animals that are big and are similar. There's a bull. And I didn't know what it... that's interesting.
Now...
it's the only communication I've had with her in a while.
Could she have maybe... This is a children's book. He kind of like flips through it and goes, if this is a message, this is a code.
Yeah.
There is maybe... Have you any thoughts holding the pages up to the light to see if there's any like underlining?
I only got it yesterday, and I was a bit not in the best of states, so I didn't have a chance to properly look over it. But I mean, there could be a message.
There may well be a so there was so the words in there was obviously it's like a 500 page. There's lots of references and names and all basically every letter of the alphabet. So he kind of shrugs and goes, well, the story of Milo the Mole is an old one. I've not heard in many years. If I will keep an eye out, because she did not know who to trust, and she came to me because when the Emerald Baxters when that happened, I was elsewhere. I was setting you off onto your to the Lupin Vale. So she had eliminated myself and you as the only two who could not have had any influence or any idea. So if you hear anything, please let me know. There are many in the hunt who I would like to bring into this, but she made me swear that it would be just you and myself.
All right. If
you hear anything more, please let me know. Obviously, we cannot have people in the hunt handing out information.
Of course.
Especially if it results in people dying.
But I can't think of anything else that would link it, because I haven't spoken to her in some time.
Well, if she may have tried to keep the code and the cipher separate. So perhaps if your desk at the office, or a letter to your home, anything like that.
I'll see if anything comes up. Rack my brain about it.
Okay.
But,
well, be careful. Whoever it is, I believe whoever is the mole, I believe they were responsible for her death. The damage to her was not that of the chloride path. There was there was nothing on there to suggest fire or ice or acid.
I looked at it. What did she? I didn't take it. I didn't want to look at it for long. But
I don't want to bring the mood any further. She was stabbed through the heart with a blade of great power, and her jaw, her body was dragged through, and then to make sure they couldn't tell us anymore, her jaw was crushed. So even if we had the ability to talk to her after death, that was removed from us. So it is someone with great power,
someone who could figure, who's smart enough to know that,
and somebody who thought we may even consider that as a route. But anyway, I do not wish to ruin your mood any further. But I thought you best know, especially as I hear you are off. You are off on a journey away from the city. That would be good. Get you away from all this. Get you away from whatever. We can all maybe breathe out, and if we see Lafi on the next few days, we'll know it's not her, right? So
Yeah.
we can all relax a little bit there.
I
Enjoy
was-
yourself.
Be safe, please.
I will try. I am always safe.
Yeah. Just.
Come with Teflon Isaac. Don't worry about it. Bulletproof. You know me.
What's yeah. I don't want to have another funeral.
No, do not worry. We will all be good. Just keep your head down and keep your eyes open. Yep. Anyway, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
go.
I just give him a small hug.
Oh, yes, these guys really have had an effect on you. This is quite good. Don't worry about us. There may be some jobs for you when you get back. Now you are kind of in and out doing your own thing. We may use you for things that normally wouldn't involve the hunt. But don't worry about it. We'll speak about that when you get back. Yes, we're going to go. But have a good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well, probably will.
Yes, you probably will. But don't worry about it. Right? I'll see you later. And he kind of grabs his coat and, like, a little bit tipsy, not like drunk, but a little bit tipsy, leaves, taking Swan and Viper with him. Like, Timothy was just about to make his move. And Swan, like, is, you know, her normal. Even though she's drank quite a lot, she's still very, like, poised. And, like, she like waves and says, "I hope you have a good birthday." And you know, and
in Swan's head, she just says, "Thank you." She doesn't say that out loud. And I think she just, I think Wolf just takes like a good minute in the cloakroom just to like compose herself again, because obviously it is a bit of a mood dampener, of course.
Yeah.
So she just like takes some breaths and like wipes like a tear gathering in her eye, and just goes to walk out or something.
Okay, so obviously everyone else, you missed that conversation. Swan and Viper have just gone. So what that, as Isaac, so what that means is the sober adults have left. How debauched is this party gonna get as Cal comes back after like brushing his teeth? Like, you know, he's hit the old reset button. He's ready to go.
No. Oh no!
He's like, so I heard. He's like, so guys, I heard a rumor. Someone about a nightclub.
What?
No, is that just a rumor?
What's a nightclub? Like a stick?
It's a dark stick with stars on it.
It's a bar
can we
that
get a
serves
nightclub?
all night that has really loud
funny
music.
custom item.
That sounds like a lot.
I have me and Jericho met at this nightclub. You'd love it.
I don't think I would.
I think you would. Timothy hates it.
Jill has her face against the table with a few cups, empty cups next to her, like, too expensive.
I just like in Timothy's head say, "Is it a gay bar?"
He's just like,
let's hope so, baby.
Yeah, he just like very solemnly like nods. He goes, yes, like very like.
How still is Lou laying on the table?
Because we could play Buckaroo.
Still breathing.
Is someone what? No.
You never played. But you know what I mean by Buckaroo, right?
I do know what you mean by Buckaroo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, it's basically Buckaroo is a game when someone passes out drunk. You balance.
Oh, I thought you meant the toy, not the.
Oh no. So we play
Same
Buckaroo.
premise.
Yeah, same premise. So basically, you put things on a drunk person
It's so funny.
until they either wake
Get your
up.
wicker basket.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not getting my wiki basket here now. No, never the end of it.
Wrong kind of party.
Yeah, wrong kind of party. Well, maybe later.
So wait, are you guys going to the nightclub?
Callie's very excited.
A
at the
nightclub.
prospect. Going to a nightclub.
I don't know how much
Could we
they
catch
cost,
up?
but should we bring all of our gold?
No,
How
No.
much is a nightclub?
Holy
not that much.
fuck!
Yeah,
Just
I
bring
mean,
like at most like 10 gold for all of us.
it's a very
Are we
fashionable.
gonna share one?
Very fashionable, trendy, gay Haven Oral nightclub, which Timothy loathes the idea of because there is no one there that is even. Well, there are plenty of people interested in him, but there's nothing on the menu that Tim wants to sample.
Can we catch up? I wanted to borrow Wolf for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Riptide kind of like stands up and like kind of
with Azalea and then
Azalea's on her lap, and she just kind of like lifts Azalea and like just like gently places it, so there's no effort.
Here's the question: Does she put Azalea down, like pat her head twice as she
No,
stands?
she just pops her down, and then she does that thing where she kind of like puts her shoulder on her, puts her elbow on her shoulder and is like leaning over her and addressing the rest of the room. And she's like, right, I'm gonna go and get if we're going out, I'm gonna get tidied up. And we, we can,
I'm gonna go get in the wicker basket.
We're gonna go paint the town beige.
Are you baking more before we go?
Tarted. Oh no! I'm going to put a bit of get out of these dirty old clothes and put some of a little bit bit less comfy on.
While she's being led on, she she whispers to whoever's next. I'm a little stand.
You can come and you can borrow my. I don't know if I've got anything that can fit you, but you can definitely come and help me pick out an outfit.
Oh my god!
Sure, yeah. I don't think anything will fit, but I'll come see what you've got.
So if people disappear into various rooms, I will say that like if you wanted a conversation with Wolf, like now be the time to have it. But I will tell you at the end of this like 10, 15, 20-minute period, Carl is going to come out in like a very, very floofy kind of poet's shirt and like kind of sequin trousers. Jericho
God.
is coming out and it's mostly leather.
Oh,
he's in a matching outfit to Rusty, is he?
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's like I work hard and I play hard.
Oh no!
But he's in a consensual, loving relationship.
Oh my god, Cal's the bottom.
At this point, it's passed out.
Was there any doubt?
I thought they were like both switches.
Listen, I've never had a conversation with Jericho until now. So
yeah.
I think that's going to change anytime soon.
What's the phrase? He's like is it like a what do they call it? A soft top?
A power bottom.
Jericho's a soft top. Soft top leather daddy.
Power bottom.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. No, this
Soft
household
dom.
must be filthy after this, and then also what's it? Riptide's bag of tricks that she just keeps
Wicker
hanging
basket.
Yeah. As she goes into her room, she panically throws something over and kicks it under the bed, and then opens her cupboards.
Hey,
and
can I just what's passive perception?
What's in it?
Passive perception.
Oh, look at
Oh my god.
So
I really want to know what's in this basket.
I mean, we all know what's in the basket.
Okay, so my passive perception is... Oh, it's not that high, it's only 14.
Just use a hero point.
It's not bad.
something that rattles and something that clanks.
Does anything vibrate?
What?
Something vibrate.
Does anything vibrate?
Something like it's like when you drop like a ball bearing, something in there like rattles a lot longer than you were expecting. Like 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, like miraculous.
It's just a shake weight.
It's just a shake weight, yeah. It's a shake weight that when you finish, it sprays cold water in your face.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my.
Oh,
that was wow.
No, so she throws open her cupboards, and in there, like, there's a lot of flavors of the same outfit. Like, there's a lot of like battle scarred, like just stuff like ripped jeans, ripped tops. And she's going through. She has like 2 nice dresses. One of them is like very, very long and pink, like very, very like Barbie, but like it's very, and like you never put the two colors together, but she picks up like kind of like illuminates her skin tone quite well, and it suits her. And she says it's a bit match, and she pulls out this other one, which is basically like the microest of micro dresses.
Oh my!
Yeah. She goes,
Instead of red, just going a bit pale now.
just dying.
But no, you can help me pick out shoes, and she starts like picking out shoes. But we'll cut to Wolf and Lafi, so I don't have to pretend I understand anything about how women get dressed.
No, so Lafi's seen everyone like go into their separate rooms and get ready. She'd just like hold a hand out to Wolf.
Yeah.
And then if she takes it, she'd just like walk her out the front door.
Okay.
Question, James.
I may have an answer for you.
outside of the Silver Hawk, how far is it to get out of the city?
Very.
Quite a way. This is like in the middle of the town. We're talking maybe
Are there
5
any
or
like
6 hours walk.
big grassy parks?
There is the place where you went to yesterday, which is a roundabout, which isn't hugely grassy, but it's like there's like a grassy part. Yeah, there's like it depends how big Hude is. I'm gonna say there's like a couple of areas where you could have like a football pitch size area.
That'll
you know,
do.
like nice green. I mean, like there's greenery, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if
cool.
you wanted like a nice greenery bit, there's that like pond in the middle as well.
How far is it to where Lafi appeared?
Quite a way. Quite a way.
Hmm. Okay, cool.
Also,
so
you don't know the way from here.
That's true. So she just walked somewhere, just quietly, just like enjoying the company, just like holding her hand, walk somewhere that was like out of the way, and then stop like in the middle of this grassy area, and just like bring her eyes up to Wolf and be like, "Was that okay?"
But she is amazing.
Okay.
It-
I
I wasn't lying when I said it's one of the best, nicest things anyone's ever done for me.
I know. I've never done that before, so I wasn't sure. I mean, Tim was saying that it was childish.
That was great.
So
Plus, I think the reptile spiking it made it less childish.
yeah, that's true. I bought alcohol. I just didn't expect her to have a secret bottle of whatever that was.
Didn't expect that.
Battery
No.
acid.
Yeah. I got you something, but it's well, and then she like produces this little box that's got like a little blue ribbon wrapped around it and just like holds it out in the palm of her hand. I don't know if you like it, will like it, or if you'll even here you go.
I'm sure I'm going to love it. And just unwraps it and sort of looks at Lafi before she opens it, and then just like with like the warmest smile, just like opens it and looks inside.
I will put it in the thing because I did a picture.
Ooh.
But
Oh.
you see this like intricate wolf-shaped ring that has like these tiny little like stones inside it that look like stars, like weaving all the way around it.
Gosh, this is amazing. And she just like takes it and like gently takes it out and just starts like looking over it, like when a child looks at a toy. It's just like looking over it, like smiling wide.
So it's magic. How do I describe it? And then she like takes the ring, like, and holds it. And I still haven't decided what the phrase would be, because I've been thinking about it for like 2 weeks since I fucking made this thing. But I assume it's like, like when you get one of those diaries that you can like change the code, like the phrase, like put your own phrase on it. So she like speaks, like whispers something, and the ring starts glowing in the same way that Lafi does, like just this very like faint starlight type thing. And then she like hands it back.
Like as you like hand it back, she like stops a second and holds her hand out for you to put it on her hand.
Aww.
She's like, put it on.
And she like shakily puts it on your finger.
And Wolf sort of takes it and like does that, where you like just like put like two fingers around it and just like twist it slightly and look at it. She like looks at it for a minute and then it's just like blushing like crazy.
Aww.
I love it.
I just thought, because with the bad dreams and stuff, if there's ever a time I'm not there, then I'll still kind of be there.
Wolf just puts her arms around Lafi and kisses her.
I'm gonna send you the item, by the way. So you can...
Yeah.
There you go.
It's amazing. You're amazing. Thank you.
It's okay.
All of this. You really didn't have to, but I'm I'm glad you did. Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
I just thought you deserved a good day.
I think we'll have many more good days
I hope so.
together.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather like?
It's shit.
No.
It's still really shit.
Is
Is
it
it
cloudy?
just windy or is it raining?
It's so. Hang on, let's re-roll. Let's see what the weather's
Oh,
doing
no.
now.
Don't joke.
It's gonna be like
Meteor storm.
monsoon.
Storm, yeah. Shoot.
Hey.
45.
Five,
What was
I'm
45?
scrolling. 45
Which
is...
is it's road 220.
Oh,
basically.
Jesus. It
what the
is
fuck is
5. It's an electrical storm.
Oh
You're
god.
joking.
No,
This is
no,
so crap.
that's 30.
Okay, I'm gonna
No, it's not. Sorry, I was wrong. It is heavy thunderstorm.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, let's re-roll. I might just pick another weather
James?
table. 58. So
58
it's number 8 on the
is,
3rd channel.
Muggy.
Muggy. It's hot and it's sweaty.
It's
You know
like
what
right now
weather
in
is?
England.
It's perfect nightclub weather. Everywhere feels like you're inside a nightclub.
It's British weather right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not.
Is it cloudy?
I would say yeah, because the mugginess is the heat not being able to get out of the city. So it's like it's fairly thick cloud. So the moon you know where it is just because of the amount of light it's putting out, but you can't see the stars. The weather is somewhat oppressive. It's a real stretch, I know.
It's a bit sweaty.
Yeah. Romantic.
I don't know if I'm nervous or just it's very warm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm nervous or real Shrek in it.
Shame, stop.
Yeah.
This honestly might be one of the best days I've had in a while, if not ever.
Really?
Yeah.
She's very proud of herself.
I honestly don't remember the last time I had a party, especially with people who I don't detest.
Well, I don't think I've been to one, so this is the first one.
Well, it was a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
And are we going to that nightclub?
Yeah? Do you want to? I mean, it's your birthday.
Well, I think I've been the attention for long enough, to be honest. But I mean, sure, it's just going to be very loud.
I think it will be, personally, very funny to see both Lou and Azalea in a nightclub.
Oh my god, did you see Azalea and Riptide?
Oh my god, did you see them?
It was so cute.
So cute.
So, as you're saying, having your gossip, we'll cut back and we will end very soon as
Louis...
Cal.
Okay, it's fine.
Cal and Jericho are ready. Has Azalea gotten dressed? Is she doing anything? Is she changing? There are clothes there. You could fashion an outfit out of many pieces. It would be an eclectic look.
Yeah, the chances of Riptide's clothes fitting 0. Maybe one of the boys, but
I would say
Cal would have some amazing outfits.
You might be able to fit into Cal stuff. As he's come out in his dancing gear, this guy has very, very good legs. And he's one of those annoyingly perfectly formed, very feminine bodied men. They could just throw on whatever they wanted. They've a perfect clothes horse body kind of thing.
What kind of trousers has he got?
He's got every trousers over. He's got loose fitting business casual. He's got skin tight sandy at the end of grease trousers, pleather. He has got this is a guy for whom fashion is a way of life. He has, if you want pants, he's got pants that'll fit you. If you want a loose blousey top, he has them in spades. If you want to dress like fucking Stevie Nicks, you can just pick up the clothes he was wearing earlier today.
Okay. Yeah, I will go for the Stevie Nicks look that he's got going on him.
Wonderful. Lou, what is it? Are you getting changed?
on the top of the table.
Sorry, what?
I'm passed out on top of the table.
No, we're dragging you out.
Yeah,
I've got my potions.
No, you're not. You're not.
I've got my potions that speed up toxin effects, so you can get out of your body.
You will have to wait with those after you are changed.
Yeah, so it's like lesser restorations, revivify, like greater resurrection.
Definitely not revivify.
Yeah. So, yeah, party foul.
Yeah, so
if it's revivify, we're taking the gold out your pocket.
Oh no.
Kuda, are you joining them on their trip to the loudest and most obnoxious of all nightclubs?
I guess yes, but I don't have any clothes to change.
That's fine. I mean, you are a raccoon, so that won't. Riptide comes out in her like visibly uncomfortable, like in this dress. She's like, 'cause it like fits her perfectly, but she's like constantly trying to adjust it. It's like, I hope I look all right, and it's just like you do not know where to look. Like it's just like she's a walk-in. I don't know. It's fantastic. Everyone's enjoying it. Everyone in Nice Light's enjoying it. And you guys go off into the night to have a wonderful alcohol-fueled dance party. And we will leave it there, I think, and we will pick up in a fortnight.